Hey, welcome to the Jetty Jet Show Live. It's late night here in the world of the Jetty Jet Show. Welcome, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special guest for you guys today, and that's my good pal, Steven Silva.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. The Jetty Jet Show, that is.
The show where I jet and I show.
That's,
And
yeah, that's what we were expecting. And
we
he
jet
draws.
and I show some drawings. So what's up, Steven? What's going on tonight? Why are we doing the show? What are you doing here? What are you doing here on this
Why
show?
are we doing this show? Well,
This
we're doing
random
this show
secret show.
because you really just told me, hey, you want to do a show? And I said, hey, let's do a show.
I
This is
said,
the most
Steven,
randomest live stream ever.
that's the stream. That's the stream spurs. The spurs of the streams. So this is a secret show, and we don't have anybody watching right now. So it's cool. It's easy. We're just chilling. I just wanted to catch up with you guys. It's been over a month since I've done a video, and I wanted to just hang out, take it easy, draw, and just catch you guys up, catch up, and mustard with you guys, and with Steven too.
For sure.
So at the same
I think
time,
this
I
is
will
pretty
be
cool
drawing.
because
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty cool because you draw one of my favorite characters. What
Oh
is
yeah.
this for, by the way? Is this just for fun or?
Well, this was actually was a request by a good friend of mine, and yeah, I said I'll do it, and it took me like a year, and finally did it. But here's to you, friend. Here's to you, friend. Um, it's Harley Quinn, as many of you may already know. Um, and this is from a previous episode that I did for you guys. So, if you guys want to see kind of the process to this drawing, I'll post the link to that in the description later on. I'm pretty sure most people who have seen, and most people who are watching now have seen that episode that brought me to this stage here of the process of drawing. So I want to just color it now since um, this is going to be a shorter stream.
So
Hey,
how
what's
far
up?
along are you with this drawing? Like how many hours have you put into this so far? It looks really cool.
I think this drawing took about 2 hours to do. I think it took about
Wow,
2
that's
hours.
just 2 hours right there?
Yeah, I think 2 hours.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
So what stage, like what, because I mean for me, a non-artist, like
Yeah.
what stage are you right now? What is this stage that you're about to work on or that you're finishing up or
Um,
whatever?
this stage is the coloring process. I did a really kind of a strange little process. First, I did like a flat line drawing, and I put like a flat color over her entire figure. And then I laid down shadows because I knew that I wasn't going to do colors, but I wanted her to pop. In like a short period of time, I can do shadows, and then lighting, and then some kind of ambient gradation. Yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
still kind of
let's.
amazed that it only took you 2 hours.
Yeah, I think 2 hours. Um, the hardest part really is just coming up with the ideas. So I had all these other kind of ideas, and then I asked the audience which one I should do, and then they chose. Which one did they choose? This one on the right. But they actually chose this one.
Nice.
When I later read it, I was like, they actually chose this one,
Okay.
and then I ended up picking on this one on accident. But it didn't. It ended up working out. It ended up working out.
By the way, you got Zoe and J-Man saying hi.
Hey Zoe
Zoe
and J-Man.
Zoe says the artwork's really nice and it's gonna be cool to see it colored.
All right.
J-Man says amazing, amazing. That's pretty cool
Yeah. Thanks, guys. It means a lot.
though. That's really perfect. Are you gonna post this one? Because it's really good timing considering how this
Yeah.
is the the Suicide Squad movie should be coming out soon. I think
Yeah,
is
I
that
started
coming
this
out
like two
this
months
year?
ago. I don't know.
Suicide Squad. Can't even talk. Suicide. Oh, that's coming out next year. Suicide Squad. But they just came out with a trailer. I think it was last month
Yeah.
during Comic Con.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of it. It looks exciting. Harley Quinn is so cute and so fun, so cheeky.
What's that guy Costa? Costa Long. He says, "How you gonna stream at 6 a.m.?"
Yeah.
Parentheses 3 a.m.
What's up, Costa? What's up, Costa? What you doing, man?
I don't know about you, but it works. It works fine for me.
Costa, you sleeping right now?
J-Man, Art of J-Man says, he says, "Hey Jet, what's your daily routine like?"
Oh
Probably
shoot.
probably means like he probably means like work-wise.
Yeah. Yeah. In a second, I just want to get in the groove, but yeah, I wanted to talk about this. It feels weird just to put like color down because I haven't drawn anything with color for the past month and a half because I've been working on a manga and I was just finishing up on the chapter and like it was a whole month and a half of just grinding. Well, not a month and a half. Actually, yeah, it was because um, I started off working, finishing up a video game for this company, for the company that I work for, and then like, uh, it was a kind of a rush delivery, and then so I had to pause the manga, which has a due date, because the Armor Games company requested it, like we want to get this game out quick. So I put the comic on hold and another company on hold. I said, okay, I need to just focus on that. But because I focused on that so hard, it ended up pushing my schedule back for the manga. And when I finally got done with all the video game stuff, I jumped to the manga, and I was like literally a month behind everything. And so I just like every single day I was just like like cranking it out like 12 hours a day just until I get so tired. I just like go, wake up, get to the computer, draw, go to sleep. Like
Yeah.
it's just like night and day every day just drawing. So it was like that for a while. And that's where I've been, you guys, and I can't stream that stuff, but
Okay, that's like
uh,
personal
yeah,
work stuff.
the manga stuff I can. Yeah, the personal stuff I can.
Yeah.
Uh, Manga comic. So I apologize to you guys that I just like got swamped. I got swamped, and whatever like itty bitty bits of time that I could salvage for myself, I ended up, spending with my girlfriend and also, um, like playing some video games, screwing around here and there. I'm trying to find a good color scheme right now because there's so many different versions of her. So many different versions of her. Hello, Kozlik. Costa, man, you want to join the show? Coast along.
That's so
it's
cool. I
if
didn't
it's
even
not
know
too
like
late.
you were a
hmm
fan of.
Oh yeah, well, dude, I watched the Batman series when growing up. That was such a popular show on WB. Remember on that WB? Kids today don't even know. They don't
I
like
know,
right now.
right?
I'm like trying to find my color. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I don't get it. I don't get what I'm looking at. My brain's not working right now. But basically, I'm looking at these the tone material for the manga. I'm like, where's my color? None of this stuff makes any sense. I think I have to change my workspace. So that was it. The first 10 minutes, just catching up with you guys. Um, letting you guys know what's been going on in my life, and just get rid of this. Get rid of it. Go. Go away. I know.
Won't that be kind of hard to color? Oh, I'm just wondering, like off the top of my head, because
Mhm.
Harley Quinn's got like a pretty. Well, actually, no. What's the main colors for Harley Quinn? She's like red, black, and white mostly.
Yeah,
Or,
that's it.
that's it.
Mhm. Red, black, and white. But because there's like the new modern. There's like the new modern uh freak Costas. messaging me. There's the new version of her, and then there's the older, more traditional looking one.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. There are different versions.
Dude, there's so many different ones.
I love seeing when people
Here, Costa.
cosplay her.
Oops. So yeah, okay. Let's get started. I'm gonna just jump right into this and then get it done quick because this is kind of just a chillaxing, relaxing, shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
Learning karate from the maintenance man.
When my mama said go downstairs learn some karate from the maintenance man. So I'm just trying to lay down some skin tones for her. She is very pale, but I don't know if she's pale everywhere or is it just her. There's it's so hard finding reference for her. You know what? I'm just gonna wing it. You know what? Because she's the anime Harley Quinn, and you know the Western comic guys, they can just they can just they can just say they can just what can they just Steven? Come on, help me out here, man.
Man, they can just eat some chicken. I don't even know. I posted in the chat box. Hey everyone, don't forget to give this stream a like, please. And I put a chicken icon. But yeah, let's see. Let's check out the chat. Say hello to everybody. Hello again to Zoe, Casalong. Yip Yip. Oh, Yip Yip has a quick question. Jet, what are your thoughts on art school versus being self-taught?
Oh
And
no!
Tyrant also says, he says, yeah, I remember WB days.
Thanks for remembering the days, man. It's come
Good
to
old
that point
days.
where I'm constantly saying, man, those kids don't know. Those kids don't know, or like they don't. They didn't. When I was a kid, back in my day, you know what I mean? Cause,
Back in
cause
the day.
literally we're in a different, yeah, we're a different generation, like two, three different generations away from the kids today. So it's like the
Yeah.
kids like they do they still have like Saturday mornings?
No, I don't. I don't really don't think so. I think cartoons are just kind of shown anywhere. And you know, one thing that kind of like
Oh yeah.
kind of killed that, I think, is because with like stuff like Cartoon Network, because like they have shows like there's like cartoons on 24 hours a day.
Hmm.
Before, like the only time you can get cartoons is maybe like early in the morning, after school, and Saturday morning. Other than that, I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah. Costa, I invited you, dude. I linked you up. Costa. But my thoughts on art school, you guys, that's a huge topic because me, Psychra, and the rest of the gang, we talk about this a lot. Um, my thoughts are, you know what? Do what you enjoy. You know, that's my motto. If you're gonna do it, do it because you enjoy it. You know, and like art school, that's just another way of getting what you want. And um, for me, I went to art school because I loved drawing and animation was my initial major. I started off as an animation major, and that was because I had like kind of a very simple mind, and I was just saying like, oh, I want to make a cartoon. You know, I was really young in the mind. I was like, oh yeah, if you want to make a cartoon, you need to learn how to animate. Um, which is kind of true. I mean, you can do your own cartoon, but it would be kind of difficult, kind of very difficult. So I kind of switched over to concept art later on because I realized I could probably do like comic books and stuff and tell my story that way instead of like working on like working on your own like cartoons. Because if you can draw, if you just get really good at drawing, then you can just draw about just about anything. And school, I uh, I I would advise against it. Um, Simply because anyone, if you want to succeed in the art career, If you're like determined enough, uh, and you're the type that succeeds out of art school, the kids who did were the kids who really would have made it without art school. Like I have a lot, and um I didn't self-teach myself the core like serious stuff, the big stuff. So I can't say like I can't speak for those who didn't go to art school. But I know a lot of people who were self-taught, and I know a lot actually who make way more than I do, and are better than me like by a lot, and they were self-taught. So that's just um, examples of people making it without art school. And really nowadays, compared to when I went to school, all the information is out there. It's a lot more readily available than it was when I went. When I went, it was like it was kind of available. It was kind of online, but not like it is today. They had forums like conceptart.org, um, but today, goodness gracious, you can YouTube just about anything. And I think that's because a lot of the students who went to art school got out, and then they started just giving away free information, and it just became a big old flood of that information everywhere. But my brain, like, I'm trying to draw and think at the same time. This is totally not working.
Yeah, I kind of get how you feel. I get like similar questions considering I went to culinary school, and one big thing that people always talk about is like,
Culinary
why go to
school. You weren't that
like,
clear, but yeah, you went to
yeah.
culinary school.
People be like,
Yeah.
why go to culinary school when you can just work, or why go work when you can go to culinary school and get the skills? I think it's, you know what? I think either there's no wrong way to do it. And I mean, it's kind of different considering, but they're both different types of arts, whether
Mhm.
it's cooking or, your visual art.
Yeah.
It's like there's pros and cons. I mean, obviously for me, like if you go straight into the field, like you're getting first-hand experience, like you're in the real world, like working, you're making a wage, you're dealing with real like products, and there's also added pressure because you can't mess up, like you can't fuck up because these are real customers, this is real life stuff that's happening,
Mhm.
and there's that added pressure, and it also I think it teaches you kind of like more exponentially. But then if you go to school, it's like you can also get like you can get that real insight from like teachers and working with other students, and you get to learn more like the fundamentals, like the book smarts of everything. And but I don't think there's either way is wrong, or
Yeah.
either way is more right than
One
the
of the
other.
biggest concerns probably is the money, because art school is not cheap, especially a good one, like even a half decent one. It is so expensive, and it costs just as much as a medical profession and or a
Yeah,
lawyer. I mean, just the same. But the sad truth about it is, art career doesn't pay as much. So you gotta expect to be in a
same,
lot of debt when you're out of it.
same in the culinary field.
Yeah.
But man, I think one thing though that's nice about going to school, and I'm seeing, I think, what is it? McNutty's Motor says, I'm currently in art school and I've learned more from YouTube than I think I ever will from school, which is
Hmm.
sad, but it seems to be the norm for a lot of art schools, which doubly sucks. But I think one thing though, that no matter what, you can't, what is it? You can't, what the hell's the word? You can't reproduce the experience of like going to school. It's different, man. Like when you go to school, you get to hang around people that like have the same interests with you.
Yeah.
One thing that is you build relationships there, and that can also help you in the future, like when you work. And
Yeah.
it's just, and I mean like going to school, man, is completely different than working in the real world. Like there's that little bit of comfort, like you can mess up, you can retry things over and over again. So yeah.
Yeah.
What's happening,
Soreturn
guys?
says,
Hey,
"Hey, what's up?
Costa.
What's up, Costa?"
What's going on over there, brother?
Nothing. I'm in the
What?
middle of smoking cigarettes. I'm like half
You're smoking
indoors.
cigarettes, Costa. Not in
Yeah,
front of the kids.
I'm sorry. But I wanted to chime in on that. But at the
Yeah,
end
what's up,
of
Costa?
this, what's up, Steven? How you doing, man?
Doing all right, man. Long time no talk. Long time no stream.
Yeah, right. I know. Sorry,
But yeah, I
I'm
think
like I said, I'm like outside right now, so
It's cool.
it's hard to talk. I can't.
Here's a important thing to consider, you guys. If you can afford it, man, go. It's definitely worth it if you have the money. But it's not cheap. If you go straight out of high school, like my school, the Art Academy in San Francisco would be now, I think, more because the cost of living is even more than that. Like average living cost in San Francisco is like $3,000 just for
God, that's so
a month,
expensive.
just for the dorm, and like
That's so
you would
expensive.
leave with like about $200,000 of debt. You know what I mean? And the students
That's
that I
insane.
knew, got out with 120 to 150,000. I got out with 80,000 because I gotta
Oh,
start drawing.
it
Yeah.
doesn't get cheaper. That's one thing.
No.
But yeah, I agree. And just what is it? Just regarding school again. I think at the end of the day, well, even with both of them, it's really just you're gonna get as much out of it as you put in. Because like if you go to school and if you just kind of like go through it like half-ass or whatever,
Hmm.
same thing would work. You're not gonna get that much back. So it's more I think more about how much you put into it, how much you want to take out of it,
Yeah.
and that goes for both I think school and working in the real world.
Um, I kind of changed my opinion uh, a little bit on art school. Not too much, but I think
What's up?
a lot of people talk about yeah, okay, let me frame this real quick. I quit my job. I'm going full time as well.
Ooh,
And
okay.
I've been practicing with, you know, like-minded art friends and stuff. But the art journey, when you're doing it kind of solo, self-taught, or within a group of kind of like a small group of friends, especially if it's online, you are given more resources and you're given um, better feedback and whatnot. But what you aren't given is the day-to-day social camaraderie that I think is rather undervalued. I don't think it's worth 200 and some odd $1,000, you know. But what art school kind of does, and what I think is really important for artists, is having real life connections. The internet is absolutely fantastic. I mean,
Hmm.
I met Jet and Ricardo and a lot of really awesome people because of it, and I've grown in art. I think more than I would have ever had I gone to school. But when you're trying to learn, there's really nothing better than being in a good frame of mind, and the social isolation that comes with being an artist sometimes can take a huge toll on certain types of people, and I'm one of those people, you know. So
Yeah, I've
being
seen that
surrounded,
firsthand. I've seen that firsthand with Jet when he gets into his projects. And I mean, it's expected, like the focus that you need to have while you're doing something like this, like it's huge. And sometimes you just have to shut yourself off from the world.
Hmm.
So,
yeah, I agree, but I think also it takes a lot. Like I think the art field is so undervalued because they're like, I think generally people go, hey, these guys are doing art. They do what they love. They do what they dick off in class. That's what they were doing. They were drawing art, but
yeah, yeah.
there's so much we're trading in order to be able to do it. There's so much fear in this field, and it's not really talked about. You go to school and you're kind of given this impression that like everything's going to be okay. You're going to go to school, you're going to get the degree, just like the doctor gets the degree, or just like the engineer gets a degree, and then you get out and you get the job, and it's like, well, kinda, but they're not going to pay you what you want, and you're not going to do what you want, and it is a job, and it's not the lifestyle you think it's going to be. So I don't mean to try to discourage anybody because you should definitely pursue it if it's your passion, but art will, the reality of being an artist will challenge your commitment and
You got me
drive
cut
to it.
off. Hmm.
Did I?
No, you're fine. You're
Hello?
fine now. Yeah, yeah.
The challenge of being an artist is gonna is gonna is gonna test you on whether you're serious about this or not, on a degree that is like how much you're willing to sacrifice. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. And it like when you go to an art school and you're around a whole bunch of like-minded people, it can add to the practice on a degree that I think is that might be make or break for a lot of people. You know what I mean? In a very positive way. Because if I were in a classroom environment right now, it's like, well, I don't have to worry about the job. I can just focus on this, and my social life is taken care of because I have to show up to a class, you know, and
Mhm.
I'm around people, and I'm craving that right now. I swear
Yeah.
to God, I'm just craving a real life network. I love my online network, but when I'm waking up and I'm moving from my bed to my computer, it's like my world becomes so small and my creativity starts to really get limited. I went
Mhm.
to Orlando, and on the drive to Orlando to meet another designer. On the drive to Orlando, like just the fact that I was separated from, my computer and everything, just during that drive, I was able to kind of disconnect more from the process of making art and get back into my creative roots and just kind of thinking of new ideas and stuff. And like, I think all of that may be really undervalued. You know what I mean? Like everybody talks about spending 10 hours a day of drawing and whatnot, and like we generally see from artists who aren't living life or have like some sort of social connection is this really strong art, but really bland and narrative and emotion and whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
not trying to take
I
away.
can kind of see that. Like uninspired. Like the work is good, the work is technically sound, but it might not be inspired. Like it doesn't have like something like heart behind it.
Yeah, or experience or personality. You know what I mean? Or like even something to
Yeah.
say, and it's like, why are you doing art? You're just a really good draftsman at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
um, like the whole point of all of this was to observe reality and then translate it to a format that can be that's supposed to transcend language. It's supposed to create these feelings of things we really can't put into words, or even just a passion of enjoying something to look at, and like that all comes from reality. And with the digital age, it's been like we've removed such a necessary element from art.
Yeah. But I mean, what I always think about, like what I always come back to when people ask me that question, what I think about art school, is is damn it, I lost it in my brain. I just lost it. I swear I just lost it.
Well,
It's late.
Faya and Rensu say, "What's up, Jet?"
What's up, guys? Thanks for joining.
Also,
It's been a while,
what is it?
long time.
McNutty's Motor says, "Hey, I hear where you guys are coming from, and I wouldn't change the experience for anything. And to be able to get a better pay package at the end of it all is certainly a big bonus." And he also says, "I agree. I don't think the amount they charge for school is worth it. I'm in the UK and I'm already about 16.5 thousand pounds of debt to the government, and that's just the first year. And he's still got 2 years left of school."
Yeah,
But then Drawing with John also chimes in and says, networking is definitely key no matter what stage in your career you're at. In life, you never know who you may meet. And see, I think that's one thing that's definitely cool because in school, I mean, I like just from my perspective, I'm not an artist, but like I went to culinary school, and the people I
hmm
know, like like I know people now that are like food writers and people that are doing like personal chefs and people that are working at restaurants, and like these are people that you can come back to because you have that connection of like going to school and like say if you need a job or you need something like someone to help you out, someone that you can count on to like help you with projects or whatever. It's like it's that network that you build because
yeah.
you guys went to school together, you guys learned this stuff together.
All right, before I lose my thought on this one,
Oh yeah, that's right.
this
Bring
yeah,
it back.
no, no, I'll bring it back. It has something to do with yours. Um, because if like I would have been saying what you were saying probably a year ago, exactly the way you were. But then the more I thought about it, and the more like I relate like my situation right now, it doesn't apply to me. It just doesn't apply to me. Like my networks don't apply. None of the work I ever got were from school. That's what I'm saying. And it's sad, but that's the truth because of the competition of the work itself. It's like your friends are struggling to keep their own job. You have friends getting laid off from their video game companies left and right, and it's hard enough for them to keep their job. How are they gonna help you out? So that was a problem that I faced right out of school. Like a lot of my friends were just talking like, yeah, we'll put in a good work for you. We'll put in a good word for you. The ones who made it, and they were just so few, like 2 or 3 friends. I mean, I only knew like 2 or 3 friends who made it after art school, like into like kind of uh, uh, like a 9 to 5 art job, like with a company, kind of a secure job, but it wasn't very secure because they were falling like flies, like left and right. They were just getting fired or laid off. And thinking about my own situation, the work that I got, the work um, that led me to the next jobs, like like consecutive jobs, like what kind of like what jobs freaking led me into the next jobs were the jobs that I got were from work that I got before I even went to art school. Like my first big job was because of a drawing that I did before art school, and I tell the story a lot. And then the second job I got was based off of the work that I did for that guy, because the set of work that I did for him was so complete. The next kind of client that I got was a little bit bigger. These weren't very big at all, but they were big for me during the time. And then after that client, it was based off of that artwork that I completed. So it was just work that was piling on top of each other because of the work that I did for the previous client. And it all started off of work that I didn't do, like that I did before art school, basically. And that's one of the things that makes me feel like really just like makes me think like, was it really worth it? Because I'm getting work from things from a drawing that I didn't even do like during art school. So
It's
that's
really
just my
weird
experience.
how and I think we can transition kind of into which is I think
And
we're
before, hold on, sorry, hold that thought, hold that. Before this is the final thought on this whole entire thing. The craziest part about it all is that I've helped a lot of friends get work. So I kind of turned out to be the network they were looking for. So as far as far as my networks goes, I honestly felt not just that the friends couldn't help, but also they just didn't want to help. It was a fear of having your competition succeed, basically. A lot of just like I feel like a lot of people who you felt like were tight knit, cool guys, you know what I mean, are starting to become some douchebags. Like that's what it's turning out to be. A bunch of just like freaking cold blooded ass douchebags pretending like they don't know you. Um, because they've gotten a little more successful. Um, and I've experienced that. So it's just it's a pretty shitty experience for me. So
um well kind of on that note I
yeah.
what I kind of wanted to bring up was it's kind of the same for me right now, like where
Mhm.
I'm getting my work has been A, my artist connections, but
Mhm.
B, I mean like more than anything, it's been the fact that people have known me for years
Yeah.
as a designer. So I've been a lot of people's go-to choice, and I turned down work for a long time. But it really the success in art or like how do you survive on your own and whatnot, I
Yeah.
think comes to just showing up um, and kind of just making yourself known amongst people. I don't know. The 9 to 5 art position kind of crap just feels like another trap to me. Another like I personally know that I hated graphic design for a very long time because of that.
Hmm.
Like that 9 to 5 crap, just doing work that you don't want to do all the time. That's not even related to even a style that you find appealing.
Well,
Is
I can't even say, I can't even call it because I've never had the experience of going on 9 to 5, and I think one day I would like to, just to experience it, being in that kind of studio atmosphere in a company. You know what I mean? Because I have a really close friend. You know Diane Steven.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
She's doing really well in her game company, and she's a 9 to 5 type person.
Yeah.
She's doing extremely well, and she's one of the kind of the person you wouldn't expect that to be like, you know what I mean, because of her situation. She was struggling just to, not because of her ability. She was really skillful, but because she was falling behind because of personal issues and stuff. So but she got her shit together, and then my goodness, she is doing well, and I'm really proud of her. So it depends. I think, you know, it. I think the 9 to 5 thing. Yeah, I think it'll suck the life out of your drawing because it really turns it into like a grind, like 9 to 5, and then you just um you're almost like
it's not so much that it's the politics. I mean, like when you're working, not necessarily for yourself, but you're not only answering to the politics of the company,
hmm
but the politics of your client. You now double. Like me and you, we do freelance work. I've done freelance work on and off for years, and answering to the client's kind of politics and changes and whatever in such a undefined profession as it is,
hmm
they're not really sure what they want. It's enough stress. But when you're also dealing with, and I mean, like I'm kind of blanketing the statement. There's always exceptions to the rule, and there are people who enjoy 9 to 5 experiences. I'm speaking purely from my own experience, so I don't mean to say that this is the way it'll work out for everybody. I don't want to give that impression. Just speaking as a person who's lived a particular life. But you're now answering to, a boss, or
yeah.
especially when you're entry level and you're a rather grunt artist. Um, in the design world, you could be a grunt designer, and I'm kind of paralleling the two because the job description is rather the same. Different set of skills altogether, but it's the same experience, in-house
Yeah.
studios. I would assume that the illustrative path, you get hired on your style, which would probably be more appealing. Like, I think working for a studio as an illustrator or a concept artist would be more appealing,
hmm
um, and a lot less stressful. But in the graphics design world, it's a nightmare. You're working for um, people that, yeah, absolutely, you would never do this on your own. And it's not even like a fun experience or challenging. It's just like, I don't want to do a doctor's office, you know?
Yeah.
But in you're more than likely, most of the artists that are going to come out of school are going to be working for indie game developers that are making games and projects that um, don't excite you
Yeah.
or anything like that. You're not going to be working for Blizzard. You're not going to be working for WoW. I mean Blizzard or Riot, more than likely, especially not out of the gate, unless you're really strong.
Yeah.
You know,
I
um,
got a friend who walked in right out of the gate. Good guy. Good guy.
statistically speaking, they're
No, no, but
that's
you're right. No, you're right. I'm not disagreeing. He was like the only guy. Matter of fact, I think no, never mind. Go ahead.
Go ahead, say what you're going to say.
No, no, I was just gonna say I thought he showed up briefly on the last day of school when to my dinner gathering, and Steven was there, but I don't think Steven met him. Anyways, yeah,
What was this?
some guy who showed up to say a final goodbye, which was really cool because, like I said, there was kind of a small little rivalry type of thing, and basically there were two parties that split up in the end of school. And basically I scheduled a big old gathering, and the other party scheduled a big gathering, but everyone agreed to my thing, like all the people, and everybody except him, the riot guy, showed up. Like, I mean, no, sorry, in reverse, he was the only one to show up. But then you and Boogie Monster came to visit, and then Tom, and then Anyways, you were there. Remember, it was the last day of school.
Oh, that's when we went karaoke.
Yeah, we went karaoke, and we ate a little bit.
That's right, I remember.
Yeah.
We went karaoke in that Chinese place.
Yeah, and then here's the thing. He came up and he was so apologetic, and I totally respect him for that. I felt like the other people who kind of just like ditched me. I was like, hold on a sec, we were supposed to go this way, but the thing was, one of the girls had a birthday party and they all wanted to go eat somewhere else, and they kind of left the classroom before me, and I was just like getting my stuff ready. I was like, all right, hold on, guys, and then they just ditched me. Like, that's pretty much the experience I had. Like, the last day of school. The people that I was like, we were gonna have like we were all just like, the week before that, we're like, yeah, let's go out, let's go eat, let's do this, let's do that, we're gonna do this together, it's gonna be amazing, and I was really looking forward to it. And I spent the last day just sitting on the curbside waiting for you and Boogie Monster, because you just flown in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's go, let's get out of here. That was a shitty day. That was a shitty day, you guys. To all you
Shitty day.
To all you doo-doo pies who were supposed to go out and eat in karaoke that night, I don't forget. I did not forget that night. Except you, the riot guy. He's an amazing person. But yeah.
Steven, you were talking about you're back in art school right now?
No. I went to culinary school. While Jet was going to art school, I was also going to culinary school in San Francisco. So we.
Okay? So this is before you moved overseas.
Yeah, it's before I moved out here to the Philippines.
No, he moved out. Sorry. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, he said before I moved out. You said what he asked.
Nah, dude, I'm confused. Look, I'm trying to draw and think at the same time.
It's okay. He asked it, and you just said what he asked.
Shit,
That's hilarious. No, yeah, that's right. When Jet was going to art school, I was going to culinary arts school. So we were both like doing an art thing. Like, while Jet's over here drawing like charcoal illustrations. I'm sitting in the kitchen like making sauces and perfecting my poaching techniques. That was our little household. And Cal would be sitting there in the corner, our other friend, playing World of Warcraft like all day, every day.
Yeah, that was art.
And our other friend was going to Berkeley. So we all had like we were based in the Bay Area for like a good you guys were like 3 or 4 years. I was there for like 2 years. Yeah. So we were all under one household. For me and Jet were doing arts.
Yeah.
And our other friends were also going to school in the Bay.
Oh, by the way, Jet,
Mm-hmm.
I got the Batman to a point where I like it. I can deal with it.
Oh, I've seen part of it. Yeah, man. Why don't you show it?
I am showing screens right now. Am I not?
Yeah. Let's share your screen for a second, because mine's just been stuck on the same thing forever, and it's already been like 30 minutes long. Here. Let me know if you guys are seeing that Batman. It's so funny. You're doing Batman and I'm doing Harley Quinn.
I'm actually doing Harley as well. I'm doing 2 Harleys.
I know. Hey, but I was doing Harley Quinn way before you.
Yeah, I know. But I'm doing the Suicide Squad Harley, and then I'm gonna do a Suicide Squad / Arkham Asylum Harley. Actually, I think it's Arkham Asylum. So I'm gonna take the actor's likeness and put it onto the Suicide Squad. This Batman isn't done yet, by the way, Jed. But
yeah. No, it's good. It's looking good, dude. It's looking good.
You finally got it
started
working.
all the way over.
Huh?
You started all over, like completely different from what I remember.
Yeah, I've redone this like 3 times. Like
completely different Batman.
Yeah. Well, I pulled a ref and then I turned it
It
like
looks good.
on the page, but I needed something to work off of. The original one was too far out of imagination, so I pulled a rep and I changed how I was dealing with everything, but I needed something for the mask and for a light source. The rest is all mine. And I'm gonna try to do Harley, but Harley's proving to be difficult. So I'm not gonna show that yet. It's still in its really rough stages. But
Whoa, it's Batman.
yeah, it's Batman. I
What
want to
is
do. I think does he have the American Renaissance feel? The American Renaissance like painterly feel?
are people seeing this Batman?
That's cool.
You guys see Batman?
Yeah, it's
Let me
showing.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you guys think of that Batman?
They say Batman
I,
looks great so far.
I
Fire
hope.
says Costa is Batman.
I think I still have the here. This is what I'm gonna do with it. Right here, you see what I just did? I'm gonna muddy it up, make it look like the old school paintings. You know what I mean? Is
Uh-huh.
it reading through?
I do know what you mean. You went with the John Singer Sargent.
I don't. Yeah, but it's not reading as John Singer Sargent.
It
It's
just
just
looks like
reading.
it just looks like a well done painting. It's good. Don't worry about like the style or what, you know what I mean. Whatever comes of it will come of it.
Yeah. Well,
So,
again,
like here's the thing. I was kind of caught up on things like that when I was like starting off. A lot of people do. They're like, oh, I think I've been.
Jet.
Hello?
And it's like develop its
Uh,
own style organically, and it's gonna find its own look organically, like naturally. It's gonna just be itself. Don't try, and you know what I mean. Don't try so hard. Just do, and it'll become. Just do. Just do. It will be. It'll be nice.
oh, I'm not worried about it. I'm actually kind of happy I shopped for John Singer Sargent and fell somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Because I shot for for freaking Pluto and landed on the moon. I'm happy. You know what I mean? I know that's not the saying, but
That's what I always say. Shoot for the sun, land on the moon.
yeah, that John Singer Sargent is way better than I anticipated. All those minor details that he knows how to do on those brushstrokes is definitely it was humbling but very informative. And I finally figured out what you mean by the I didn't do it in this painting. I did it in a demo painting for the Psycher Hangout. But I finally figured it out how to warm up my shadows on my
Okay.
color wheel, like how to create my own palettes right off the bat, like the color theory behind it. So um,
Alright.
I'm really digging this painterly style, but
Alright.
I gotta get back to the drawing, man. I'm spending way too much time trying to figure out the forms of paint. I can do it, obviously, but like that, it'd be a lot easier if I went back to just drawing.
Hold on a sec. Can you talk? Is it switching automatically to people? Because
No,
I unclicked you. Testing. Say something.
I'm seeing
Well,
you now.
how do I get
well,
it to...
I'm watching your painting. It's not switching back and forth.
Okay. I want to automatically switch. Testing. The testing. Oh, I know what it is. I know what the problem is. Wait, say something?
So
Okay, no, it's not switching.
I'm watching the YouTube. I can't see what you're showing on the screen.
I don't know. Whatever.
That on my
Whatever.
Batman way too long. I just wanted to show it for a couple seconds.
Okay, let's go back to Harley Quinn then.
Oh no, it is switching. Oh my god, it was switching.
Oh,
There
it
it goes.
was?
It's switching.
Mm.
Now
Yeah, it's switching now.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
that's funny. They hear it. They hear it. No, it's not switching, and it's like literally live switching. It's not switching at all. What are you talking about?
No, man, it's not switching. It's switching. Is it switching? Yeah, it is. They're sitting there like these doofuses. These people in the future, like. You guys are just
Oh, by the way, this is not Nipples Batman. This is totally not Nipples Batman.
nipples.
This is this is my rep for the Batman likeness was in the Arkham Asylum game.
Oh.
I like how everyone's talking about. What is it? I always thought Batman won because he has lots of money. And someone says, I like Batman more because, other than the rest of the heroes, because of his intelligence and combat strategy. But Goku will always be my hero of choice.
Yeah, you know what? In my book, Goku kicks Superman's butt.
What?
I'd love to see that battle.
On a side note, there's a battle. There's
It's not that's not a true.
There's
That
two
is,
battles that are out.
yeah, but that's not a true battle, bro. Those guys are like, what? Superman has been said to have unlimited power. Well, dude, Saiyans have unlimited power. Every time they're told that they have a power cap, they go well beyond it. And Superman can die.
But here's the
Like,
thing:
That's
the
right.
protagonists of the story, they're always gonna defeat their conflict or whatever their problem that's in front of them. They always find a way out of it, and that's kind of the whole idea of superhero. So they can't use that kind of justification for Superman winning. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's because he's unlimited. He always finds a way. I'm like, don't all superheroes always find a way? Stop being stupid.
yeah, it boils down to who's writing the story. That's who wins.
Yeah, basically.
But if,
That's
if-
yeah,
if-
and it's just like you can use the same exact argument for Goku. And they were saying, yeah, they write it so that he always defeats the enemy. Yeah, they always write so that Goku defeats the enemy. And it's the same thing.
and then they do this whole power, like they do the power, like they're like, no, the power level thing and whatnot. It's like, okay, well listen, if you're gonna do that, Vegeta was fucking blowing up planets before Goku could even do Kaioken. Okay?
Yeah, this is way in early
Vegeta,
stages.
yeah, Vegeta was blowing up planets when he was like power level 20,000.
Hold on. By the way, let's fill Steven in on this. They did a kind of a matchup between Superman and Goku, and Superman beat up Goku.
Oh.
It was like an official thing. They do all this. They do all the calculations and everything on their powers and everything.
Well,
And
I've seen this one. I forgot what the name of the channel was. That's like all they do. They is they pit like superheroes and
that's the
villains
one.
against each other.
That's probably the one. They
Oh,
do
is that the one?
animations for it. Yeah.
The one I saw one. It was Wolverine versus Predator. I saw Batman versus Darth Vader. One was like the Joker and Harley Quinn versus Deadpool and I forgot the name of
You
the
saw
girl.
you saw the live action one. That wasn't
Yeah.
the guys who did it. This
Oh.
was Death Battle. Yeah, I think it was
Okay,
called
continue.
Death
Go
Battle.
ahead. Continue on the. Come on, man. Back my boy up, man.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tell me
Fucking
about
okay. Here we go. Okay, so Vegeta had the capability of blowing a planet up at power level 20,000,
Right.
or even less, because Saiyans were blowing up planets left and fucking right. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Bardock didn't have high power levels. None of them were at a power level 1,000,000. You know what I mean? So Frieza, with a minimal amount of power, was able to blow up a planet as well. And that was when they were at power level fucking 1,000,000 or so. So if you're gauging the power of like their ki or their force and like that they apply in order to blow up a planet,
Yeah.
fucking it's not that like it is like fractional. So Superman, like if they want to, they're destroying planets left and right. Most of the time they're fucking holding back because they're not trying to blow up fucking planets, or they're directing their key towards another power. So like their powers are consistently misconstrued because if you have two beings of equivalent power going at it with each other, they're diffusing each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, that makes a huge misrepresentation. Superman has to garnish his power from somewhere.
Mhm.
He has to have a source that is feeding him power. Now, these fucking guys, like, it was said that Boo had the power to destroy the universe. Like, he could just blow it up because he had that much fucking power. And Goku had the power of, like, to fight against him, and then they hit fucking god status. So now they're talking about fucking destroyers of fucking worlds. But here's another thing. Here's the thing that's fucked up about Dragon Ball Z. Akira Toriyama's fucking memory is notoriously bad. So every time Akira Toriyama puts down something, he forgets it. I'm not kidding. He forgets like a lot of the crap. That's why the DBZ lore is so messed up. Why like certain things happen and then they just are tossed out completely later on.
Damn, this
Because
belt is kicking my butt right now. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm just gonna do the same color as her freaking clothes. Yeah, go ahead. He's damn forgetful.
Yeah,
He's
so
like me.
Cell could blow up an entire solar system. They could be blowing up solar systems. They could be blowing up galaxies at Super Saiyan 2. You know what I mean? Not even at Super Saiyan 2. At Sended Saiyan levels could be blowing up fucking like galaxies. And
Here's my beef about it. Like, if they're going to justify his winning Superman, they have to do it better. Like, I think they can. It's possible. There's a way, just not the way they did it. Their argument was just not right, not flawed. It was just flawed. Like,
well, not to mention, they didn't take into account that fucking Goku has instant transmission. I saw a comment on the video. Goku does instant transmission to a planet, to a space with a red fucking star. Superman loses all his fucking power.
yeah.
End of story.
Yeah, and here's the thing. This is the part where I agree with them. They say that Goku would always, like, he wants a fair match, and he always wants to fight people when they're strongest. So that right there is Goku's flaw, right? I mean,
yeah, but Vegeta wouldn't care. Well,
exactly.
no, Vegeta.
No, exactly. So I was gonna say
Vegeta would care unless he's losing, and in which case he'd totally take their advantage away.
Exactly. So, like, by that logic, that means every other villain, like from Dragon Ball Z, will just grab some kryptonite and throw it in his freaking face and be over. It's like,
well, yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
That and they fucking did the fusion. So like, he went Super Saiyan 4 in this most recent one. They did the fucking fusion. Super Saiyan 4 with Vegeta. He now has Vegeta's fucking personality. Even though he was a fucking nut every time. He always.
I actually only seen up to Frieza. Right now, I'm watching their new series, which is very lighthearted and not like it doesn't give me the Dragon Ball Z feel at all. Very lighthearted. But I've only seen up to Frieza, so I'm like, and I've seen it probably 5 times because I was a little kid and I recorded it all on VHS, and I just kept watching it over and over. It's so funny.
Dragon Ball Z is the lighthearted in the beginning of all of its episodes, like all of its sagas. It's always lighthearted. It's always
okay,
like, hey,
yeah, I think maybe it's still building up then. But if you watched it right now, you would say, what the heck? This is kind of really lighthearted. Like, dude, when Vegeta and Nappa showed up, it wasn't lighthearted. It was...
Yeah, but it was lighthearted for the fucking 15 episodes that Goku was on Snake Road.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. That was so fun. Snake Road.
What
are the people saying right now? What are the people saying right now, Steven? Can you do a little check on those guys?
Everyone's talking about superheroes. Everyone, it's spilling over. Like, they're talking about Superman. Like, Rensu says, "Believe me, Superman has been killed. The franchise still wants to milk it because apparently it's still making money." Amy Chan says, "Superman is boring." Let's see.
Oh,
and then Rensu comes in and says he was killed by an alien Krypton named Doomsday.
Oh, I
then
heard
he goes
about
on
that
to say,
one.
yeah, he says Doomsday can't kill a star, and yet he managed to kill Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And then his next one he says, quotes, consistency. And then Tyrant goes, Cell could blow up an entire solar system, so yeah. And yeah, everyone's like, it's carrying over. Everyone's talking about superheroes and villains.
Yeah, if people have seen Dragon Ball Z, you will feel the scope of Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball Z in their heroes. If you watch, because I didn't really read the comics too much, but I watched the cartoon, the WB one, and I felt the scope of his power, and I was like, no, dude, no, Goku will crush this fool. I'm sorry, like simple.
Dude, Krillin could crush Superman. Like,
No,
well, Krillin's a G, bro, but Krillin was fucking power, like, in terms of, like, his power. By the time he hit, like, around Cell Saga and stuff like that, he was powerful as
Oh
shit.
shit! I gotta watch it, and then oh man, he's the
It-
you know what? You
it-
know what's a fact though? You know what's a fact? He's the strongest human in the world.
oh, bar none. Bar none. He's not the bitch. That's why everybody turned to fucking Yamcha, because there was people. I was standing up for fucking Krillin. I was like, Krillin's a fucking G. He goes into battles all the time, knowing full well he can't fucking hang, like, at all. But he does it out of a moral responsibility to help his friends. Like, Krillin is a G. Krillin and fucking Vegeta are my two favorite characters because they're the most diverse. Everybody else is kind of bland in my opinion. But Krillin is straight up G status. Yamcha is a bitch. Tien is a G too. Tien is a straight up G. So is Chao Tzu. Chao Tzu is a G.
Chelsea the baby ghost. Baby
He's a
ghost is
G.
G.
Dude, that guy got no fear of, like, death and suffering whatsoever. He goes in and he's willing to fucking blow himself. He goes
That's a
straight.
kamikaze pilot.
Yeah, he goes straight terrorist on freaking on. Like, he's like, I love you, Tien, and then boom.
Yeah, exactly.
He just does it because he wants to protect.
Let's get started. Drive safe.
Chao Tzu is like Jesus of the Dragon Ball series. I swear to God.
That's so true. I want a T-shirt of that.
Chao Tzu.
Yeah, picture of Chaozu, just straight up. Chaozu is the Jesus of Dragon Ball.
And look at him when he gets on Nappa's back. He's totally in the cross position.
Dude, I'll never forget that freaking. Look, you kids out there, you chilling. If you guys have seen, and you ladies and gentlemen, older folks, if you have not seen Dragon Ball Z, just go put on the freaking Vegeta and Nappa saga. Let's do like the first season of Dragon Ball Z.
Ocean dub. Ocean
That's-
dub. Watch it, Ocean dub.
Ocean dub, you guys. Check it out. Watch the Jesus. He's going down.
Watch it, Jesus.
I love you, Tien.
Whoa! First season, man. I'm telling you.
Chao Tzu's the G. I fell in love with Chao Tzu because of one of the games. He was the fastest character. I was ripping people apart. He had no life bars, but he was super fast and hard to hit. So I was always Chao Tzu, and I played him.
Talking about a video game? Yeah.
Chao which one it was.
I wish I played it. Yeah.
There's like a million of them, though.
A milli. It's crazy. I was like, I was expecting. I didn't know what the show was gonna be, and we ended up talking about school. When anybody mentions school, it always gets into this dark, serious tone where everybody's just like, let's just take this to a serious note and just.
On that note, one of your stream people pointed out that you missed a spike.
The spike on her finger?
No, on her bracelet.
Man, that's why I trust you guys. That's why I got. See, that's why we hang. That's why I got you guys. But yeah, it's been so long, you guys, and I'm just sick and tired of myself. This has become a habit. I'm crossing the line. I'm becoming a habitual line crosser.
Keep crossing them lines. Yeah, I gotta head out actually, Jack, costing everybody else.
Yeah.
Why do you gotta leave?
Yeah, we gotta go.
I gotta take care of some business. Now I gotta go see my girlfriend, and we're just gonna go hang out. So I don't get to see her that often. Been hella busy.
That's cool, man. You guys, dude. I wanted to talk about your stuff, but damn, missed it all. Damn it.
Dude, my bad.
It's alright. It's alright. You guys, if you guys want to check out a little more Steven stuff, he does vlogs. Go check out his YouTube page.
Yeah, you could check out my vlog and my page. I don't put up art, but I be singing and I put up vlogs. I'm about to put up a new vlog in a couple days. You can check it out, Jet, too. It's what I've been doing. I
Yeah,
basically took video while we were in Prod Week for our theater show.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
He's in the Filipino Broadway over there in the Philippines.
Yo, is that
Yeah.
going good for you, Steven?
Yeah, it's going all right. Doesn't pay the
Got it.
most, but it's fun.
You got any shows you want to plug for any of the Philippine audience that might be in here?
Probably just the
Oh, well,
YouTube page. I mean, that's
well,
it.
yeah, just check out my YouTube. Check me out on Twitter.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
But yeah,
We'll catch you. We'll do this again
always
soon,
fun.
man. We'll make this.
Yeah,
We can make this a habit. All right, man.
it's kind of a impromptu scream. But all right, I'll see you guys later. Bye, Casa. See you later, Jet.
Costa, he's gonna
Bye.
go crazy. All right.
Costa, my bad, Costa.
I'll see you. Bye.
All right, I'll see you guys.
Take care. Shoot. Maybe her glove on the left side should be red. Yeah. I mean, the ring. I mean, the bracelet. The
I feel bad, man. We got on the art talk and like I
No, it's
didn't
good.
want to take away from Steven at all.
No, don't worry about it. I'm just saying I wanted. He had to go. I didn't know he had to go like that. But that was the next thing on the list. I wanted to talk about his journey and what we're gonna go and where we're gonna go with everything. Cause damn it, yeah, that was gonna be it. I wanted to talk about working out because dude, last week I was just getting fat. I was getting fatter than fat. I had the fat. It climbed onto my body like, don't let me go. I keep you warm. And I was like, oh, I know. But we can't be together forever. Because I was working, I just didn't care about exercising or anything. I just like, you know what I mean? Just like put on the war paint on and just like got to work for days.
I know
didn't
that
see-
life, man.
I didn't see outside. Well, I did. I went outside. But it felt like I didn't. But that whole chapter is over. Matter of fact, a literal chapter, the manga's chapter. I'm gonna be doing chapter 6. I have to start pretty much. It starts immediately. Like each chapter starts immediately. But usually I take like a couple days before a break. The last chapter that I just finished, I actually I started about 3 weeks late, 3 or 4 weeks, and I was able to finish it. I was a day late on the whole thing. So that's what happens.
Yeah, dude, you've been killing yourself. I can tell. I don't know where Ricardo's been, but like it seems like everybody's in the middle of like their crunch time.
Yeah. Yeah, and Steven too. I wanted to talk about his crunch time. What he does is he's in a theater. He's in a theater in the Philippines, and he also does radio DJing. But he was doing rehearsals for a big play and like not play theater show that happens every weekend. But their first opening night was yesterday, and it was kind of the moment where we both kind of just finished the long haul, and it was just like, let's talk about it. I think these are some alright colors, maybe? Huh? Yeah, maybe?
What for Harley?
Yeah,
For sure.
alright.
For your bass flats, yeah, those.
Yeah. Working? Okay.
Yeah, but you do have to remember that Harley is blonde-haired, blue-eyed.
There we go. I'm looking at photos and I see some green eyes, so I went for green.
I'm fairly certain Harley's blonde-haired, blue-eyed.
Okay. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick, a nifty little trick, and I probably mentioned it in the previous stream as well. I try not to do much. I like the middle teal. It's kind of a blend of both. You know what I mean? You can have the cake, eat it too. That's what I like to say when I can't make up my mind. Is it going to be the blue or is it going to be the green? Let's go kind of in between. I'm just going to go with that. But what I've been doing, if you guys haven't noticed, I did all my flats on one layer. And I normally I always preach it like a religion. I will preach it to you guys. I'll tell you guys, do all your flats on separate layers. Therefore, then you can change your colors with ease. But the problem with that is you have to keep up with so many different layers. Mark this down on your freaking notepad right now. If you guys have a drawing book, whatever. This is what I do. Recently, I haven't even colored for a long time, but this is what I do to speed up the process a little. Is I paint all the flats on one layer, but this is only going to work for Manga Studio. Don't quote me on that, because if you make it work on other things, I'm sorry, but this is what I do. On the filling bucket tool, you can go to fill it, turn it all up to close gap, turn your color margin down. I think this is the most important part. Is color margin has to be completely down, area scaling 0, and then multiplying. This is, you're going to affect all layers. So when you do that, you fill in all the colors like this, but then when you pick up the colors, watch this. I can pick up the colors, but I can. Did I go through this with you, Costa? This process of picking up colors from the flats. Have I?
You did, because you asked if you could do it in Photoshop, and I was like, yeah, and then you actually did it on a previous stream.
Yeah, exactly. I've done it probably twice, but see, this is what I do. I can pick the color of her arm, but only the color of her arm. And look, it picks up her stomach, her chest, her other arm, all of it. So it picks up all the colors of that corresponding color. So this arm is the red, and that's one flat red. So it'll only work if you're using a flat pen. It has to be completely one tone color. It can't be like a blend of other colors. And if it's slightly off, just slightly off by a lighter value, or if it's slightly less saturated, or whatever, it's going to be slightly different. So maybe that's too different. Let's try to go slightly different. Let's go slightly lighter, like this. It should be able to know the difference. And I want to do it here, 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 here. And if I were to select it, voila. See? So it doesn't confuse itself with the other colors. And this is great because you don't have to switch between layers. You can just look at the drawing itself on this layer and just pick it. Boom! I got that color. And that's the one I want. And how am I going to modify the colors? You hit Control U for the Q saturation on Manga Studio and just slide it around. I don't think you guys can see the slider. You guys might not be seeing it. I don't know, because I remember I showed you guys in another stream. It wasn't showing. Actually, I like that purple. You know, in the olden days, they used purple to represent black. Back in the medieval times, I think. I heard it somewhere, but their old Renaissance paintings, they would use purple and represent black because it's evil. Purple's evil. That's why they use witches. That's why witches are purple. But yeah. The only problem. This is the only problem that you get from this color manipulation. Let me tell you guys right now. That is, if you guys switch the colors to something else, it'll leave a slight hint of the previous color on the drawing. So if I see how I switched it to green, there's a little bit of red left over. It should be all over. See?
You have a feather feature?
It looks pretty good, actually. I remember seeing. Yeah, here it is. There it is. See how there's a little bit of red right there, a little bit of blues, because I was switching it. It's not. Perfect.
I actually think it's because it's doing a
anti-alias. It's anti-alias is turned on.
Yeah, but I actually think it's because what you're doing is you're doing a hard selection with a tolerance level that isn't getting all the values of red. So, if you do a selection again.
Yeah.
Now go to selection on the tab up there, and let's see if you can add a.
I can add a little bit of area to it.
Yeah, expand selected area. Do that.
It just went up a pixel, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's on a different. Yeah, I can change to 1 pixel. I can do expansion type. Can you see this? The little.
It's a hard edge. If you do the other one, the rounded edge, it's actually more of a feather.
Oh.
And then.
Oh.
1 pixel, and then try to paint now and see if you still get the.
Wait a second. Let me try to do selection again. Wait a second here. No, see how I'm missing some of that pink? Just a
but it might be feathering. Do a paint real quick. But you have to expand the selection. When you put the selection on, you have to expand it. Like it's
No,
not locking the property when you do that. So you have to expand it again because you deselected it.
no, it's
One
expanded.
pixel. Yeah. Then hit OK.
Yeah.
Now it expanded. Now if you look at your selection, it actually went outside of the border a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit.
gonna start changing the purples now. It's gonna mess it up.
Yeah. You don't want to. Okay. You don't want to do
It's
that.
fine. It's fine. It's good enough. It's good enough is what I'm saying. It'll leave some residue, like that small bit of pink, because it's registering as a separate color. Like that pink right here. You know, it's not perfect. If it was on a separate layer, it'll transform all of that. But it still gets the job done, and you know what I mean. Just you'll be able to
You
trust me. You'll be able to do multiple colors, like hundreds of colors, and it'll be completely unnoticeable. And even if you want to like keep the if you want to minimize like little
Residue.
residue, then just save an original piece and keep changing the original and not doing the ones that you were like the after changes, the ones that already had multiple changes in it. I think that'll solve that issue. So that's the little tip of the day. I think that's worth mentioning. If you guys like to have a variety of colors and mix and matching you guys' design.
Yeah, if you do it you can do it in Photoshop too. If you get rid of the line layer, though, it's not as convenient, but it's a little bit smarter because you can do a color selection and then you can do a tolerance level on it. And then what it does is it actually selects everything within a specific range of hue that you predefined. So you'll do a color selection with your picker, then you go to select color range, and in the color range selection you have a meter called fuzziness, and then 100% fuzziness will get the local all the localized color, and then from there you can adjust the fuzziness to have a higher tolerance to everything that would be around it. But it's not as convenient. It's actually a little bit more complicated than that, and especially for something as simple as creating flats, I actually think that the manga method may be a little bit better. I mean, it's just there's more steps in the Photoshop. There's more control, but there's more steps. And for what you do, I think
Yeah. I think I think I know what you're talking about. Hey, I took Photoshop in City College. One of my most freaking useful classes I ever spent money on. And you know how much it cost me, Costa? You know how many? You know how many the dollar?
how many the dollar like 300, 900, 1,000.
No, in City College, it was $27, you guys, back when I was in City College for that one class in our community college, and that was because, you know what I mean, I had the option of taking a graphic design illustrator class or Photoshop before I went to art school. I said, I need to do something that's useful to me. And I said, you know what, I don't really know Photoshop, and I hear the word on the street is people are using Photoshop. So I said, you know, I'm going to invest in this class. $27, it's not going to be bad. I take it, I learn Photoshop completely, in and out, pretty good at it, and then, you know, I aced that class. I did good. Go to art school, graduate from art school, kid you not, had like I don't know, like half of the entire graduating class in the art department didn't even know how to use Photoshop. Even during the classes, we were just like, they were just turning in traditional media for homework assignments. A lot of classes it was optional, but a lot of students were turning it in using traditional media like pencil and pen because they didn't know how to use Photoshop. And here's the crazy part. I don't think they had a class for Photoshop. I don't think they had a class. I mean, if they did, that should be a prereq for a lot of people. Yeah. Especially for people who were doing concept art. We had concept artists for video game companies and animation companies not even knowing how to use Photoshop. And book illustration majors not even know how to use Photoshop.
Hold on, Jet. Hold on, Jet.
Okay, hold on. My last point. The classes again are $3,000 a class. I pay $27 in City College. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I always get some high because it's
Yeah, no, that's actually probably more realistic today. I think it's about probably $100 or $200 a class now, which is it's still damn good.
Hey Jay, how much am I paying you to be on this stream right now?
We can't really disclose that.
No, I don't think we can talk about it.
Is that a question? Is that a question?
No, just in case I was wondering, he's the fan of the Cypher little network of artists.
Just in case, he's my man. What's up, man?
Yeah, he's like you've been on a lot of these streams, Costa. Like how do you get on here? I was like, well, I kind of know these guys for a little while. He's like, what did you pay to get on here, or like are they your friends? And I'm like, I paid to be on here.
Guys, he pays us a monthly fee to be on our YouTube channels. It's like 50 cents a month.
So shit, you did actually pay. Yes. I pay Jet and Cycra and all those guys. I pay them a monthly retainer of $5,000 each, and they feature me on their streams.
That's actually the truth of it. I mean, that's how I'm actually making a living. I'm not even doing freelance work. It's actually just Costa funding all of us, and we make this crazy illusion that we're living off of our art. So
yeah, I have. That's why I have financial problems. You know, it's more important to me to be on Jet's stream than to have a computer that works properly.
No, Costa's our buddy, man. He's our buddy. We just met each other naturally. I saw him on the street. I said, "Hey, dude, how you doing? My name is Jet." My name is Jet.
It's totally a lie.
You know 24 Jump Street or with Channing Tatum.
It's Costa, an artist.
My name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff. Hey, my name is Jet. Yeah, what's your name? My name is Jeff.
Jeff. Yeah.
My name is Jeff.
You can say that line.
I can. My name is Jeff. My name actually is Jeff.
You guys don't know. There's the meme floating around. My name's Jeff.
Check Costa's YouTubes, then you know. I don't. Those aren't good paintings. Like, they're not good. But yes, I am an artist.
So look at these freaking shadows. I did that so fast, right?
Oh, dude, you're such a liar. You already had your fucking put down.
Yeah, I had them already. I'm such a liar.
I saw Thunderbird. You know he's good, not as good as the other ones.
Who?
So I wondered, like, is there some private thing they all pay? Oh, just in case, hitting straight to the fucking balls.
What happened?
Justin's like, yo, Costa's good, but he's not that good. Why does he know these guys?
Oh shoot!
Like, how does YouTube people? How does the YouTubers people know each other? I'm not a YouTuber.
How did the YouTubers know each other? Dang, Justin. How did they know? Here's how.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me say this real quick. If you're looking at my paintings that are on my channel, I did those like before I knew how to represent form like properly. Like, I'm a lot better now than when I made those paintings.
Costa's come a damn long way. That's
Yeah.
right. Costa is coming up. You guys better watch out, cause he's coming through. You bad mother.
If you want to know the story of how to get to know Jet and all those other dudes, this is how you do it. you span the clock back a couple years. You have to go back in time. Then you send Psycher a message on his email when he was still taking students for private lessons. He's not doing that anymore. That's why you have to go back in time. And then
this is like a movie. This is like the Psycho movie. This is like the artist movie.
Yeah,
Go back in time to become part of the Psycho streams.
Yeah. Then take a couple classes with him and keep in contact with him, and then him like you for whatever reason, and then go on the Psycho forums and then hit up an artist named Wave Loop and be like, "Yo, I like your work. Hey, we should do some studies together. Will you help me out?" And then he'd be like, "Yeah." And then you hang out with him all the time, and then all of a sudden, Cypher decides he thinks what you and him are doing are cool, and then decides to hang out. And then all of a sudden, other artists start joining, and then you just meet people.
There it goes.
That's how you do it.
My story wasn't as complicated. I started YouTubing, and then Sakura said, "Hey, Jet," while I was streaming. I was like, "Whoa, that's Sakura. Sakura, dude, come join the stream." He said, "Okay. What's your Skype address? I'll give it to you." "Okay, let's stream." Hey, Sakura, I'm Jet. We're streaming. We met each other on the stream. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, or you can go by the crazy conspiracy theories. Like there was this gigantic alliance called the YouTube Federation of YouTubers. YouTube Federation of YouTubers.
Wait a second. Is this a real conspiracy theory? Or
That's the one. That's what I'm going with right now. That's the one, man.
Yeah. Or.
Where all the big name YouTubers.
This is what happened, Jet.
And they discuss the. Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, everyone is attached to Psychra. In some form or another, yeah, Psychra started hosting hangouts where we would all study together.
Yeah.
And then other people started joining, and it wasn't just YouTubers. It was a whole bunch of people, different types of people.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got out of hand, and then Psycher moved, and then when he moved, we kind of kept the little hangout alive.
Yeah, everybody stayed friends basically. But I'm gonna go through a little thing, you guys, because paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm just going through right now and blurring out the rounded areas, edges, and making it more rendered looking. And at this point, I would say to myself, you know what? You're losing that appeal, that 2D appeal. But then the part of me that likes to just render, it tells me just keep going forward, which isn't always too good because then you end up doing too much to your drawing. So I'm still trying to find that happy kind of middle ground.
Hold on, Jet, real quick, because it just hit me that now that I've told this story, a lot of people might hit up Psychra. Psychra's doing something completely different with his life right now. I would not, he's not even around for anybody, really. It's not the same. Please don't try to follow my path in terms of, trying to, meet Psychra or whatnot.
I mean, they can try. If it works out, then it works out. If it doesn't,
I don't want to get 100 emails like, "Hey, I heard you do hangouts." Who doesn't do hangouts anymore? That was a while ago.
Tell him Costa sent you.
Yeah, tell him Costa sent you. Yeah, but if you guys want to get a part of a network and whatnot, there is Google Hangouts going on where there's the Psychra Forum Hangouts, a whole bunch of members, doesn't matter who you are, can go into there. I go in there a lot. Ricardo goes in there. Jet will sometimes make a little appearance.
Yeah.
If he's got the time. Otherwise, yeah, it's all about networking, man. You guys gotta.
What the hell is this? No.
You guys gotta, You guys got to get out there and meet artists. You never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah, you guys. If you I know I pull in about an average of like 2,000 viewers, and I know you guys are pretty hardcore watchers. Otherwise, you wouldn't be cared to watch this low ranking, low level YouTuber like myself. And if you guys are watching this, go check out Sakura's Hangout forum. It's it runs itself because of the freaking dedicated forum people. And you guys can get together and draw. And I think, like Costa was saying, it's important to just interact and work as a team and as a group, share ideas. It really gets your mind out of that box of working alone.
Okay. I talked to Cycle before on PMs, but he didn't invite me to his super streams. I know Cycler's a friend, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, like, we were hanging out every day. Chad, how long did we hang out? Like, every day for
a year and a half? Yeah.
Yeah. We were hanging out, like, every day for, like, a year and a half. The only reason why I would be on a super stream is he would be like, hey, I just want some people to be on the super stream. Who wants to come? You know what I mean?
No, I don't remember that. Dude, I remember you gave him, like $200.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You gave him, like, 200, wasn't it? Like 250, 500? I don't know.
No,
I chipped in at least 500. I know I did.
No,
got a
see,
deal.
you chipped him 500 because you already have, like, viewers. See, what you guys don't know about Sakura is that it's one huge advertising campaign, and like, based on how many viewers you would bring to the super stream is how little you would have to pay. So if you're bringing 100 plus, you don't have to pay that much. But if you were like me, it was like, see, I told, like, Psyker said I paid 500 like you did because he didn't want to make you feel bad, but I paid $2,894.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
3 easy payments. Did you get the installments, or did you have to get it in whole? Because I got installments.
Look, I don't have $200.
Aww.
I don't know if he's Justin.
We're joking.
Okay, so what are you doing with the drawing, man? Go back to it.
I'm about to put on some reflected lights onto her. You guys, reflected, okay? Everybody makes the mistake of saying reflective. Reflective properties. It has reflective properties. It's reflected, and I don't know if anyone has the same issue, but I remember my teacher, my heads and hands teacher, telling us, like, sitting us down, it's not reflective. Kids keep saying reflective. I'm like, okay. It's reflected. We got it. Point taken. Just areas where it would be clearly oh dear. Yeah, I think that's, and I'm gonna try to do this a little bit here. Remove some lines. Again, going further in to the darkness. Dang, 4:16 already? This stream is going on forever. Should I keep going? What do you think? Is the drawing done or not? Is it done?
Get the drawing. Is it done?
Is it done?
You could take it to a jet level, bro.
Dude, is it done though? I don't know.
Alright, bro, you could do more on the face. Like, where's your selling point, man?
Where's your selling point? That's what I mean though. It's got that 2D feel right now, just like straight up lines and simple ass lines. I remember doing this drawing and saying,
anti-highlights, bro. What are you doing? Anti-highlights. What are you doing?
The highlights, specular lights?
Yeah, well, of course.
Oh, you talking hentai highlights?
Anti-highlights.
You talking about like blown out lights? Like freaking.
You gotta make it look wet when she's not wet.
It's not wet right now. All right.
That's what anti-highlights do. It adds the extra layer of reflected.
Oh shit.
Specular highlights that.
Oh shit. Well, if I do that, I have to remove these highlights. I think.
Now, Nah, you can get away. Just push render.
I don't want to go into it like this and then.
Are you going to do any light?
Because if I were to do it, I would like if I were to put pitch white, I would just go straight white and not use any yellow because it'll give it kind of a gradation effect. Like it'll lead into it basically, and that kind of throws it off. That looks overworked basically. See, this for me looks overworked doing that way. Or not, I don't know. You know what I'll do?
Well, no, you don't have to add. I was kidding about hentai highlights, but why don't you add different colored light sources? Add a layer of dimension to it. Some rendering that takes it to a polish level.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good one. So I'm gonna do on a separate layers. Keep these flats flat. I'm gonna take the flats and go above it one layer and add some color variety on there by painting it in with a brush. Now these colors underneath will have to be the final colors for these colors to work, because if you switch around the flats, then the layer above it will not switch with it, and she won't have any blushes there. I'm looking at the more realistic drawings, and there are.
Well, Harley, you can go with Harley. Harley Quinn does apply blush to her face, by the way, and a lot of different, not the animated Harley Quinn, but a lot of the comic book Harley Quinns apply.
I'm talking about the white face paint like that.
Yeah.
On her white, okay.
Yeah, she actually applies a blush on top of the white because there's two different Harley Quinn lores. One Harley Quinn lore is that she paints her face for Joker. The other Harley Quinn lore is that Joker actually threw her in a vat of the same acid that.
Oh yeah, I know that one. I know that one. Yeah. Yeah. That's messed up. So right now I'm just adding some color, some hue variations.
There is while you're doing that. What is fibber? What do you guys think of fibber for people starting out? I don't know what fibber is.
Fibber? Fibber.
No, fibber.
Fibber.
Foxtrot, India, Victor, Echo, Romeo, Romeo. Fibber.
Fibber?
No, fibber. Like
Fibber.
liver. Like liver, except fibber with an extra R at the end of it.
Fever. I got a fever. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Guys, I'm really hyped right now. To be completely honest, I'm a noob. I can't even do proper fan art. Where should I start learning? Everybody should really start with drawing basic circles. Like you had me. Start really, really simple. I add on to whatever I'm saying, Jed. I'm throwing the chat questions out.
That's a good answer, man. Thanks for helping.
Thanks for helping.
Thanks for helping, brother. Fibber. I got a fibber.
Start from Mark Crilly. I don't know about that.
Start from Mark Crilly. Start drawing what you like to draw.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you what to start. Start from Mark Crilly. Do it. You like to draw Mark Crilly? Did that work for you? Did that work for you?
I think just get in the habit. If you're a complete noob, I think the most important thing, like when I started, is getting into the habit of drawing consistently and making it kind of a part of your either drawing or painting, but doing something visually representative in the beginning without, expectations. And usually what you'll find happens is that in the beginning it's rather frustrating, and then you see your improvement, and then that'll be your guiding compass for a little while. You will improve. However, I will say this: learn how to learn. And I know that's like kind of
Oh yeah, learn how to learn.
I know that's kind of like a convoluted statement. Learn how to learn. How do you learn? If you're going to be self-taught, if you're not going to go through classic training route, you're going to be kind of an autodidact. Then you need to kind of learn how to self-critique and how to compare and contrast between your work and the work you hope to achieve, and find differing elements, while also um, kind of reaching out for resources which are all over the internet. Sometimes, like looking up how to, you'll never know what helps you. So, but in the beginning, you got so many different problem areas. If you're trying to draw like jet, for instance, you're trying to catch up. It can be so overwhelming thinking of anatomy and stuff. So, draw to draw, but while you're drawing things that you enjoy and like, start with some basic fundamental practices like learning how to draw a circle and representing it in a 3D form. Because if you can't draw simple shapes and represent them in a 3D fashion, you're going to have a hard time drawing a character and representing it in a 3D fashion. So start
Yeah.
simple. It's a lot easier to learn how to draw a cylinder in space than it is to learn how to draw a leg in space.
Couldn't have said it better, man. Very well said. You just summarized it all. Learn how to learn. I ain't gotta say anything else.
Let me see. There's more questions.
I'm trying to. You see, you guys, what I'm doing? Just look at the leg here. The leg has got this color, this hue, and then over here it's slightly orange. It gets even more orange, just like red up there, because it's a little warmer. Down here, it's not as warm. It's weird to make red warm. How do you make red warm? You make red warm by turning it orange. What? Work for me? I don't know. It looks warmer. What the hell? See,
Well, explain. I learned it when I was doing my little demonstration, but
Mm-hmm.
explain what it means to go from like warmer to cooler. What is the warmest color? Like red is a rather warm color, but if you were to make red warmer, which way on the color wheel would you go?
At red, this is where it gets complicated, okay? So when you're on the color wheel, and on any color, you can just go left to make it warm, or this button here. Let's get this button out here. Can you please go up there? Please. Okay, whatever. Trying to get this thing here. Okay. So when if you're starting with an orange, and you wanted to make it warmer, and you wanted to make it like a brighter color, so like you have your base color, and then you want a lighter color from your base color, you would go brighter, but then you also go left slightly warmer. But if your base color is red already, there's no more left to go, and it'll start looking more violet, and that'll look distorted. Okay. A better example is imagine a leaf. Okay, a leaf in the forest. Okay, it would be like a green. Let's just choose this green right here. Okay. If I were to choose this green. Oh, that ain't green. Just choose this green, and it's going to go slightly on the bluer side and desaturated. Okay. If I were to have this green, I would go. If I wanted to have like some light hit that leaf. I can just easily go brighter and say, okay, light hit that leaf. There it is. That's the leaf. That's the lidded area. You know, and that
Yeah,
would
but
be.
what happens? What happens to the color as it gets closer to light?
I'll let you.
Okay.
Hold on. I get there. So we have this, and then this is the simple way to do it. Okay, this is kind of the automatic way. Ever so elegantly, it's slightly coming to the light. You know what I mean? But that light is totally unnatural. It doesn't look that light doesn't work like that in nature. It actually, if you're depending on what light, that light right there would probably be like, more like LED or like what's that light? The office light, that the big old long tube kind of light, incandescent or fluorescent? No, incandescent. Yeah, incandescent light bulb would have that bluish color to it. So this is more natural light. You go left. If I go left on this slider here, if I go left, that would mean it's going warmer. So starting off with this color here, so I'm over here, and I'm going to go left, and I'm also going to go brighter. That means I went warmer, which is left, and then brighter. And you take this color and light it. So now I have two colors representing that leaf. One for the light and one for would now become the shadow. And if I were to blend the colors, you will see the transition. Oh shoot! Look a little more natural, like this. See? So you imagine it looks like a warm green. It's getting warm. That's the gist of it, of how you would light objects from using like your flats, your colors. But since I use color dodge kind of does that automatically. Not perfect. If you want it perfect, you wouldn't use a color dodge layer. You would go above this color red, and like I said, red is tricky, so we gotta probably use yellow. So if I'm on yellow, I can go a little bit left, and then I can pull it up brighter. But if it was red, you got to go slightly orange and then more towards yellow. It's weird. So if I wanted to red to look brighter, I would use a more red, yellowish color or a more orangish color. Am I talking too much? You learning? Shit.
They're learning.
Yeah, so.
Because I'm learning. Real quick. It seems like a lot of guys here came from Jazza, which I have opinions about. I am not going to voice
Do you see how I pulled those colors out onto her red? Looks a lot better than the color I'm currently using for the light source. See what I mean?
Yeah, but even still, like right there,
it's effective.
Like, but
yeah,
but right there, why don't you? To bring it back to when we were originally talking about, is that finished? There's a colored light source. Go.
It'll take. The thing is, it's gonna take longer. That's the thing. It'll take longer.
How? Let me put it to you this way. All right, Judd. And I'm gonna go. Me and you right now. This is me and you.
Oh.
All right. This Harley Quinn has a huge appeal. Huge appeal, right?
Yeah.
And you can definitely turn it into a print. And I can show you where you can put it as a print to make some residual income real fast on this piece alone. So if you make it real nice, it can help you make some money from it.
Here's the thing, though. Like I said, color dodge kind of does it. It can pull it off. So like right now, as you can see, it's starting to get yellow like I was doing. See that? But then you don't have that full control. Like so the skin gets too yellow, and now the outfit looks fine. You know what I mean? So that's,
but even still, I think that's a good solution for people who are aware of what's proper. Because color dodge can also blow out a light real fast, and also not be too true to what would actually be happening.
Yeah.
So like I don't think it's a good practice for beginners or people who aren't really too familiar with like. I think it's a great shortcut for professionals like you. You know what I mean? But for people like relying too much on the program.
Here's the thing. You're right. When you're learning and you're practicing, dude, I was straight up painting my best paintings I've ever. The most proud paintings are my creature designs. If you guys ever seen them, and those were all individually hand-picked colors. Meaning all the colors from the darks and the shadows and the lights and the different... Any new color, and some animals had like 20 different colors on one animal. I would have to choose 5 to 6 separate colors to match that color. So the color up here would be an entirely different color over here, and I would have to say, okay, this is a slightly darker blue, and I have to go over here and match that color for a different shadow or a different light, depending on what location and color it is underneath. And you can tell they're high quality drawings versus quick, easy, fun, kind of fast anime drawings. I mean anime. I want to say anime. I meant to say freaking graphic comic book drawings where you're just trying to get crap done. Now I'm actually just gonna lasso these portions of color dodge and then edit them individually like this. See if that does it. So now I'm basically knocking down the saturation of the skin and hair. So now the skin looks naturally lit, and I kept the clothing that warm orange that I was talking about. So that it's kind of a solution. What's this Leaf doing here? Get out of here! Get out of here, Leaf! What are you doing? Leaf! Leaf! Make it like a leaf and leave. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. If you look at the chat right now,
What?
oh no.
Oh no! Is it getting?
I
Weird.
said something about Jazza, and I said the thing, and they're like, what's your opinion? My opinion is, if it helps you out and it gets you inspired, hey, listen, there's an artist out there that I don't like at all, and I make fun of him a lot, okay? It's not Jazza, alright? But there is a freaking artist out there that I don't like at all. Chet knows who it is. Make fun of him a lot. But he's responsible for me even being in art, to be honest. So,
I said it again. You cut out. He's responsible for.
He's responsible for me even getting into any of this.
He's the guy.
So,
he's the reason why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't agree with him as a person. I don't like him as the more I discovered about him, and I think that the reason why I have the feelings that I do was because I looked up to him so much, and that sort of stuff is demoralizing. And when you look up to an artist and you look up to somebody that really got you into the business, and somebody comes around with a truth bomb around them or an opinion around them, and it kind of skews, based on their own personal idea, and it skews your opinion of that person, it can affect your drive, because sometimes these people are your source or your inspiration, and who am I to sit here with my opinions on whatever Jazz or whoever is doing, tell anybody how to think about what those guys are doing, especially if it got you into the practice to begin with. So I'm going to reserve those opinions, not because they're not because I wouldn't love to sit here and just spout off and whatnot. Trust me, I would love to do it, but because I know the more I've thought about it, I know how it affected me, and it's at any degree just like it's not healthy, and it would do nothing but take away from whatever positive these guys are doing, and it's not going to stop what they're doing, as artists and as teachers. So it's not going to stop what they're doing. I'm not going to make an effect on it. All I'm going to do is add a negative aura to the positive that they're putting out there, despite whatever I believe about them. You know what I mean? So my opinion should have no weight on the matter, because at the end of the day, it's one artist trying to help out another artist for whatever reason that is. If it gets you going, then it gets you going.
It gets it going.
I'm not Jet, how many times have I gone off the ringer on artists real quick? Like, live.
Ah, off the ringer?
Yeah, how much? Yeah.
Lot?
Yeah.
A lot?
I have no problems
All the
talking a
time?
lot of crap.
Yeah. He'll say the name straight up. But
Yeah,
this is my show, and I'm gonna moderate this, because our opinions are our own, okay? And Kostas is sharing his thoughts, okay? I'm just saying, want to make this clear. These are his thoughts. We do share some, and right now he's speaking his mind. Just want to make that clear.
Well, I'm not saying anybody's name, and I did. I said Jazza, but I'm not saying anything negative against him. Live. I've just outed that I have opinions.
I met Jazza once. I think he's a great guy. I don't know anything about him. That's pretty much it. Kosa has his own feelings.
Yeah, you know what? I've never talked to Jazza. I don't know who he is as a human being. My opinions are whatever. And you know what? The reason why I'm not going off the hanger isn't because I'm chickening out. It's more like I've been thinking about how I've been seeing art, and how it's affecting how I see my own art. And I'm trying to take a new stance on being so opinionated and so judgmental and stuff, because it's not healthy for me. You know what I mean? As an artist, because you
Opinions
can't,
change.
huh?
Opinions change.
My opinions haven't changed.
No,
I hope they change. You know,
no, not your opinions. I'm saying opinions change in general. That's what I mean. Like you said, you hope they change. I mean, I don't know. Oh, dang, her teeth is that color.
Just in case, is that so? You think there's no artist who is bad, and you should avoid them? Because I don't want to learn from somebody who is bad. And here's the thing, bro. Whether an artist is good or bad, it really doesn't make a difference. Um, I think yes, sometimes you could waste your time learning the wrong thing, but what you should be doing as an artist is not worshiping artists. You should be going out there and looking at new ways to do things at all times. So, like, if you like an artist that isn't good, but you think they're good, and then you find another artist and they show you a different way of doing things, there's nothing wrong with doing that. If Cypher says this is the only way to do something, then and you believe it, like, then you're limited to the scope of Psycher's style. And I fucking love Psycher, and I think he has an amazing style. Like, I think he's an incredible artist. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't for a second recommend that you only follow Psycher's style if you hope to grow as an artist. I wouldn't recommend only following Jet's style. You have to explore all over the place. You should, as an artist, have, especially in the age of the internet, have multiple teachers all over the place, always looking for new information,
True.
always looking for new styles. Because sometimes somebody's going to give you a method that may not work for you.
Yeah, sadly, there are big names. I don't want to name names, and you, Kosi, you know what I'm talking about. Who teach kind of, the wrong things. But it, like Kosi says, it's up to you to figure those out. Because what's my word versus their word? They can easily say, yeah, well, you're doing it wrong. So whatever really works for you, and it's sad. I can't really just be like, this person, they're teaching it wrong. Here's something I will do though. I will teach my way. And you will take from it, and maybe you will see from my reasoning and just techniques and realize what will work for you and what will not. So just take what you can from the internet. I mean, from multiple sources. And dude, these people are probably freaking professionals right now listening to us. Probably even better than us. That's why I don't like to get into this kind of talk too much, because I know there's so many talented people.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing too. Is like, let's assume real quick that I am a teacher, right? Like, let's assume I'm making art. Like, I'm gonna stick completely to myself, right? And I do teach what I know to the Psychroform Hangout,
No.
and there's times where I'm catching myself and I'm like, ooh, like, maybe I don't know that as well. You know what I mean? And like, I personally will give out bad information that I have to correct later, because I'm learning too. Every artist is learning. We're all at different stages of understanding and fundamentals. But for instance, like, if I were watching me, I'm a different person now, and I was watching me, and Coast Along was putting out channels, and I'm really keeping this self-centered right now, just so that I don't step on anybody's toes. But I put out a couple graphic design videos, and obviously that's my forte. And then I do a couple painting videos, and I do a couple drawing videos. And this Coast Along guy's really bad at drawing. You know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't be teaching drawing at all. It's like, well, if I looked at Costa and I was like, man, his drawing tutorials are really bad, then I'm missing, and I label him and I walk away from him, then I'm missing out on all the wonderful information that can come from something else. And now I'm starting to feel like maybe I shouldn't have used myself as an example. So, because now it sounds like I'm talking about myself. Like I'm just trying to put a name out there. And, okay, artist A. So artist A has a whole bunch of, like he's not good in a lot of areas, but there might be that one or two things that he says that really kind of like solves a major area of issue that I have. Or maybe he says something inspirational that keeps me going. When I say an art, like if I go out there and start slandering artists with my opinion and stuff like that, and say, don't listen to that guy, he's a bad teacher, then what I'm essentially saying is that all the information that he has is absolutely bad and is wasting your time, which simply isn't true. He's a human being. And I don't want to remove any other artist's potential for adding something good to the fray. They can add something bad sometimes, but if you're looking, there's nothing wrong with trying out bad methods. Sometimes it helps you in finding out, like, man, this isn't the right way to think about this. I keep getting the same result over and over and over again. And if you learn how to learn, then you're going to catch yourself in that like repetitive pattern and break from it. And if you're getting multiple sources of like, all right, here's how you do a gesture, one of them's going to click, and whichever one clicks. And when you say this person isn't worth listening to, you're removing their ability to influence you in a positive way too. And sometimes.
I think what you're saying is very, very nice. It's very mature, and I think your mind is come all. I mean, you're just growing up. You know what I mean? You're just growing up, and like I think that's a good way of thinking. It's just a very like learn how to learn. Like you're saying, it's the way you should look at life. Not being idealistic and generalizing everything. That's basically what this all boils down to. Don't generalize and don't be too idealistic, and keep an open mind to everything, and you'll be fine. It's when you come across people who are spotting out ideals and saying this is the way and this is the way. Like there are those who do that, and they, you know what I mean. I would say those are the guys you would be kind of careful about. But again, you can still learn a lot from them. Just like
I actually think it's funny. I was kind of I hope I don't get judgment from this, but I'm a kind of big fan of the Joe Rogan Experience because Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, I know Joe Rogan. I like him. Yeah.
Yeah, he brings on a lot of really interesting guests, and I really like listening to his podcast for the guests that he brings on. I like Joe too. I think he's a cool guy, but he plays student a lot, and I really enjoy that. He doesn't talk out of place. He usually always is like, I'm here to listen to you or have a conversation with you, right? And he had this guy on. I forgot what his name was. It's a rather recent episode, but this guy is known for being anti-cult, right? He's famous for breaking people out of cults, identifying cult-like behaviors and whatnot. And I'll get his name. But anyway, so he was talking about cults, and when we generally think of a cult, we think of like this religious kind of group of people. But there's actually a cult dynamic to institutions, to therapy, to products,
Yes.
to a whole bunch of other things, where people will attach themselves to an icon or a product or something and says this is the only way, and that's actually a cult-like mentality that's built on this influence, and it's blocking out everything. So I agree with you. If there's an artist out there saying don't listen to anybody, this is the only way to do it, and only listen to me, you're kind of talking to an artist cult leader, and it may end up hurting you more than anything. So
there are a lot of those too. It's not like just making up people. Like there's so many people like that too.
Now that's damaging.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's damaging to an artist. An artist that's just putting himself out there and he's not that good, or he's giving out bad information, that's not damaging to an artist. But an artist that is saying, is trying to put you inside of a box and say, this is the only way you should do it, the only way, they're not talking, they're talking out of a place of authority, like a supreme authority.
You,
That's dangerous stuff, man. And
you know what I think, though, Costa? I think that we're from an older generation, and I think it was more common when we were learning. Like, we were like the first wave of art students, like the real first wave. You know what I mean? You know, when everything was becoming just so, like, learning how to draw was so popular with concept art and everything. I just think it's a lot more common because now I think a lot of because I've spoken with a lot of the younger guys in the forums, and they got it. They really get it. Like, don't follow these like freaking icons. It's not so much that way anymore. I mean, probably it still exists, but I noticed that it's a lot with it's more common with the older teachers. I'm not saying names, but they're the older guys. You know what I mean? Who try to lead like a kind of like a cult.
Yeah, it's kind of like the fighting. You know what I mean? Like when fighting used to be specific fighting styles, that Bruce Lee came along and was like, no, we're just gonna do this all style thing, and then everybody's like, no, you can't do that. You know, you have karate or you have Muay Thai or there's a very specific discipline in fighting. And Bruce Lee's like, no, we're just gonna do what works. This is fighting. You know what I mean? What are you guys talking about? We're just gonna do what works and in the moment right now. And then MMA started to spring up. It's like, yeah, we're looking at a huge shift.
That's kind of what I was trying to say when you were talking about styles and like not making it look painterly. I know it's not exactly the same, but like, I thought about it. It goes back when I was like not just my experience, but a lot of experience with a lot of other artists who begin learning new things. When they begin to learn new things, they will say to themselves, really briefly, "Oh, I'm onto something. This is the new look. This is the new thing I'm doing. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be my thing." But then it changes because they change, they evolve, and it's usually really quick. They learn so fast, and then they're like, "Wait a second, this is going to be the thing." And you start realizing, you know what? It's not. There's really no thing other than just doing your thing, and then once you keep doing it, it'll become a thing because you weren't trying to make it a thing. And that's one of the things. I keep saying thing. It's one of the things that Sakura was dealing with. When I first met Sakura, I'm pulling Sakura in here.
But is he coming in here?
No. I meant to say I'm. What's that phrase when you call out somebody?
Wait, what time is it? It's like 8 a.m. You can get him in here.
No. Well, get him in there. It's almost over.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can try. Zach, get in here. What I was saying was, Sakura was dealing with this heavily. He was very self-conscious about his work, and I just pulled him back to basics and said, dude, just do you, just do it. And because I think for a long time he was pretty obsessed with trying to find the next big look or thing with his drawings.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to.
And then when he kind of let go, he just became more comfortable, and he still was doing his thing, but not like making it a thing to find that thing. It was just him doing it, and then it became more natural to him, and then his work just flourished like a blossom in the springtime.
Well, he tried to go against the grain, if you remember. His motivation was people say you can't develop, like, force a style that comes out naturally. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't break down the formula. And he was like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna try to develop a style out of like, I'm gonna try to attack this intellectually. You know, I'm gonna try to break this down. And I think it took a huge toll on him. And then he had to go through you, much like I did. Much like I think even Ricardo did. Much like I think the only person that we know that didn't go through that was Cynics. Where we had to talk with you, where it was like back to basics, back to fundamental. Like let's reel it back. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks, man.
yeah.
I want to just say, I get that a lot. People shooting it back to me, but I just want to make it clear. I appreciate it, but the thing is, it's crazy. It's always about that self-confidence thing. Really, it all boils down to just breaking it down to the basics and just becoming more confident and more comfortable with yourself. And that's what the thing is. You guys all had it all along. Like you guys have always had it. Like I remember Sakura, I would just say it's amazing. It's amazing. And he's just like, I don't know if you mean it or if you're just saying that. I'm like, no, it's amazing. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like your issue too. It's crazy. It's you guys have it. You guys just need to believe it. That's all it is.
Yeah, but yeah, but you can't devalue the fact that like a lot of us wouldn't be where we were. Uh, well, I know. Well, I'll speak personally. I don't know about. I can't speak for Psycho or Ricardo. You know what I mean? I can't speak for them, but I'll speak for myself. I know I definitely wouldn't be where I am now with art if it wasn't for you getting my mind, or it kind of in a weird way, getting me out of my own way. Because I know how to learn things on my own, but I stand in my way so much where my brain just goes it's so result oriented, which gets me to to a certain point, and then I emotionally crash out. And unfortunately for art, for learning anything, whether it be math or any trade or skill, it's like when you are so adult-minded with it, and you're so results-oriented, and you're not going back to that childlike state of just being free with it, you hold yourself back so much more than anything on the planet. You can be shown step by step,
Right.
100%, like how to get this done. And if you are sitting there beating yourself up all day, every day about how you're not able to get it done, you can't let go.
Yeah.
Then your brain is going to be more focused on
The
committing
problem.
to that emotion and those problems than actually absorbing the information like a child would. You know what I mean? Like kids don't second guess themselves.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
But it took you sitting me down and being like, draw some fucking circles and just getting and showing me how to get my confidence up to show me how to think. And it's very simple shit, but it's something that has to be done by somebody else. I think Einstein was the guy who said the same mind that created the problem can't solve it. And it's not talking about like, like how do I fix this sink? It's like you created the problem within your mind. Your mind is the problem. Your mind cannot solve the problem itself created. Sometimes it generally takes somebody to sit there and go, "Hey, listen, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just keep moving, keep going forward, and it will work out." And just blindly trusting, believe in the me that believes in you. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. That saying right there. I remember that, and you're so just like, okay, I guess so. I'll just do it if you say so. And then you started believing yourself. There's actually a book that I read, The Habit. They touched on this really quickly, and they're talking about this football team, and they're talking about the habit of belief. And the teams that truly believe in themselves are the ones that win. When you start self-doubting yourself, then you're going to lose the focus, you're going to get nervous, and you're going to fumble the ball. And then, yeah, belief is a very powerful. You can ride that belief train all the way till you're dead, and you'll be a much better more successful person than someone who never believed in themselves. Because that person who believes in himself, was willing to take that first step, pick up that pencil, and just draw or do whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah, the golden balance, the level of confidence and the research.
Yeah.
Like to be all researching is to be too thinking, and to be all confident is to be no understanding. But to combine the both That, my friend,
Oh,
is,
sorry.
is like the Jeet Kune Do of art.
Oh shit. That's tight.
I just took fucking Bruce Lee's to be too formless.
I know.
You become a mechanical man. To understand it, you become like a mechanical man. You gotta be like water. You put
Water,
water
be
on
formless.
shapeless.
Shapeless like
Bruce Lee
water.
was the man when it
Dude,
came
he was
to
a
like
philosopher. He read the library. He read the library. He read a lot. What are people saying right now? Is it too late for them? I started this at 3, 2, 3.
No, you've been getting more watchers, bro. You're at 52 now.
Oh, okay. Dang. You know what? I forgot to turn this layer. This is the shadow, the dark darks. This is what I call the dark darks in the next level. I forgot to turn it into multiply mode. So I am painting right now in like traditional style. I'm using that color. It's not blending into these colors. The color that I choose is that color that you see. If I were to multiply it, this is it. This is a multiplied color. So it's on normal. So this shadow is actually pretty cool. This is a new technique right now I'm using. I would normally use a multiply layer, but no, watch. So now I'm going to choose a skin tone. I want to go darker than the skin by picking first that color, and I'm going to darken it. See? I darkened it. But then what else do? I cool it down a bit by going to the right, slightly. And here's the thing about this area up here. You don't want to cool it off too much because the top portion of the drawing is the warmer area because the light hits strongest on the top and it's cooler on the bottom. So you wouldn't really have to worry about pulling it to the right. But just by, for example, you would click it and then you would do that. But since it's way up there, I don't really have to. You can go more saturated, so a darker saturated color may be more appropriate, and it also looks a little warmer. So little things like this. And this doesn't happen really in reality. Do you see the shadow I'm doing? This shadow right here, there's no shadow inside shadow, no cast shadow inside shadow. This only happens in manga, but because it's been done so much, it's become a stylistic thing. For you guys who've seen in anime, they'll just choose a black and it just go right on, like underneath the neck, and they're like, wait a second, but they have like a mid-tone shadow. How's that possible? The only way that that's possible is by taking a marker and drawing on yourself a shadow on your neck. If you guys can follow that.
Yeah, because the only way you're gonna get cast shadow like that is from direct light.
No. And there's already a shadow there, so.
So know how to break the rules. The tone.
Yeah, so when people will look at it who know better, they're like, look at this dumbass. He's doing a cast shadow instead of a cast shadow. Trust me, I'm doing it by choice. I think it looks cool and also pushes the value. So in reality, you would get something like that, kinda, if it was to blend into that back, so it gets slightly darker going in. I still disagree because bounce light would happen around that area because it's so bright, and it wouldn't do that. Anyways, let's keep going.
Oh, here we go, another Bruce Lee. To make it too realistic is to make it too bland. But to be too stylistic is to make it unrecognizable. It is to bring the two in harmony.
What? Is somebody saying that?
No, I'm saying that shit now.
Nice. Nice. Wrote that shit down.
Bring two into harmony. That makes something really appealing, my friend.
See how?
Really appealing.
See how I just taking these colors and just painting around. If I take this color here and I paint it over here, that's not the right color. See? You see that? So I have to take this color manually, go darker, and then go in there like this. But I wouldn't do it in that spot. I just wouldn't. That's just dumb.
I think you should keep the face soft.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do any more. Not for the face.
No, I mean like
Oh, you mean the
with
shadow?
her blush?
There is some blush.
Is that just me, or is her eyes so reading this green?
I changed it to that greenish color. See, here's what happened. The color dodge is pulling it green. The underneath layer color is more tealish, cyan. Let's see.
Yeah, but because of all the yellows surrounding it and
All right,
your
let's go.
palette.
Let's go bluer. Let's do it. There. It's just. I like that. I like that cyan. I don't like it too blue. Watch what happens when it's
No,
too
no,
blue.
no, no. I think it reads a little bit better now. Yeah, no, you don't need it that. You don't need it that blue. I think you lost that nice effect.
See, because it
I
looks more
think you
harmonized.
had
It
it
looks like
before.
it fits its environment. That's why I like to keep it that way. Yeah, soften her face a bit, and then it becomes less graphic. Yeah. No. Uba. Uba. Eso. Ibo. Yeah.
The Harley Quinn blush.
All right.
You got her cocked ass smile. I think the only thing she's lacking is is her head tilted at an awkward angle.
Oh.
She has the most. I don't know if you watched her in the Arkham Asylum games, but she does this most adorable little girl head shake all the time, where she's like moving her pigtails around.
The
I
game
like in the game, yeah.
with is Conan O'Brien on there? The orange, the flaming orange.
I don't know. I don't remember. I was looking up reference for Harley, like a likeness reference. And I was just watching a whole bunch of Harley stuff, and there was like one scene where she did like, I'm really a sucker for body language. Like I don't care if it's in a game or if it's in real life. I don't care if there's adorable body language. I'm like, oh, I gotta capture that in some way.
Yeah,
In some way, I need that to read because it's
that's.
so adorable.
I think that's what it is about art. Is that we've captured something that makes us feel nostalgic about it. We want to preserve it and keep it forever, and so that's why we do art. I don't know, it's my theory. It's my theory on why we do art. Because we want to preserve something.
Yeah. Make it tangible.
Like if you see, for example, the basics of taking a picture. Ooh, a mountain scenery. Pretty. Take a picture. Now it's your art piece. It's forever yours. Or back in the day, let's reverse it. Ooh, mountain piece. All I have is paint. Let's paint it. I want to preserve it. There.
You're not using reference for hairstyles, right?
No.
Yeah, no, I think Jet's done so many hairstyles, I don't think he needs reference anymore.
Just doing the ribbons. I'm thinking about ribbons. Just ribbon all over the place. But I'm looking at just colors, the colors that other people are using right now, and they're using a blue on one side and red on the other side. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a thought. Okay.
I'm kind of as much as I don't like the director.
I don't like it. What?
As much as I don't like the director, I really think that Michael Bay, even though he's overused it quite a bit, uses really nice complementary colors. Even though he uses the same two, but he really does the complementary color lighting all the time. Like you could take Michael Bay's work and take his formula and pull out what's cool about it, and remove all the all the explosions and shit like that, and get a lot of nice compositions and color schemes. Because he does stuff that works. As much as I don't like him, I mean, this is another one of those examples where you don't like somebody, they still have something to offer. You know, I don't like his movies, you know, but he does some stuff that like.
Wait a second. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, go ahead. No,
I got a roadblock here. You see what happened here? I'm trying to change the color underneath. But what happens to the shadow? The darks want it to stay the same. It stays the same. But these shadows, they like to blend in because this is on multiply. And you see, this is what happens when you don't figure out your flats. If you figure out all your flats completely, then you can
Well,
do
hold on.
these kind of special.
Well, now, hold on there, Joy. Well, now, hold on there.
Well,
Well,
no,
now,
hold on
hold on
now.
there. What?
Hold on now. Well, hold on
Hold
now,
on,
there.
player. Oh, hold on now,
Okay.
player. All right, then.
Hold on now.
Now, hold on now, player. Okay. All right.
Now, holding on. I'm holding on now.
Now, do your selection. All right. Now, do your selection that you did. Do
For
your selection on your flaps. Right. Okay. Is it not including the? Is there a multiply layer that's going on top?
yeah, this
That
shadow.
you,
But this
on
one's
the
on the
shadow.
normal layer.
That was on the normal layer.
Yeah, you see?
Okay.
See how this one has a separate color on her?
Now, hold on there, player.
Hold on
Now,
now.
hold on there, player.
Hold on now.
All right. Now make sure that you also you do an addition selection of that other layer, which I don't think you need to do because I think it's capturing everything.
It's
And then,
underneath. That's what I'm saying. I know what to do. This is what I'll do. Watch this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. If you go onto the regular layer, I'll do capture this, and then I will basically go into here, and I'll paint those guys in. Like this, like that color. Go dark, go red, but I have to also go darker. See, this is the process, and this would be kind of the representation of red in shadow. See that? That's the reds being hit by the shadow, but it won't look perfect because I'm doing them individually. See? Whatever. I just wanted to see how it would look with her red on tips.
that's Suicide Squatty. I like it. Well, hold on now, player. I like it.
Hold on now, Dale.
Now hold on there, player.
Now, hold on now, Dale. Now, Dale, hold on. There now, hold on. Hold on now, Dale.
Now hold on there, player.
Now, hold on there. Out there. Honey, dear.
Wait. Now hold on there, player.
Now,
if you're gonna go that blue,
now, hold on.
where's your compliment for that blue? That blue is way out of your color scheme. Why don't you
I know,
go
but that's the
closer
thing.
to
That's the
Why don't
thing
you go
about
closer to
thing.
the eye
It's
color?
straight up that blue. Straight up that crazy blue.
Well, now you can go crazy blue on the eyes. Why don't you use the complement?
Exactly. I can go crazy, but then that's the thing. If I do that, then that means the weight of the blue will be taken over by the weight of the eyes, and it's just like the blues everywhere. There will be blues
Well,
everywhere.
hold on now.
No, hold on now. No, hold on now, Dale.
I'm just saying that the green, the blue in the eyes, like, I
Want a
would
blue?
go, what I would do if I was you. Well, hold on now, pal.
Now, close on that. Hold on now, Dale.
And now, hold on now, pal. What I would do is I would go to your light version of that blue, so it screams out, and then you use your blue, your dark blue, as a background blue, where you keep the brightness in the eyes, but you can pull it towards a light in the eyes, where it'll act. You're using the blue in her hair to accent her eyes and draw attention back, because it's kind of like this it's a selling point effect. Like you have you have two colors going on in one area that are completely opposite of everything else, but they're within the same palette, and then you use your brightness and contrast in the eyes to bring attention back there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I'm so confused, man. I'm sorry. You gotta
okay,
start
hold
me.
on now, pal.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on now.
Okay, hold on now, pal. So you're using a really dark blue. It's a navy blue, right? So you can think of, if we were talking about like an ocean or something like that, that would be the dark part of the ocean. In her eyes, you can do a much lighter version of a complementary blue to your dark blue, and the dark blue would act as
Complementary blue. That doesn't make sense.
no, within the same palette.
Okay.
Just do the lighter version of that blue
I'm going. I'm going.
to where that blue, because it's so dark, is falling into the background. Then you might want to lessen the contrast on that a
That's
little
what I'm
bit.
saying. Here, now, hold on now, Dale. Here's what I'm saying.
Hold on, pal.
Now, hold on now, Dale.
See, now our eyes scream.
Now, you have, because the blue helped it. See, here's my theory.
That's exactly what I was saying.
The blue of the hair, I mean. It wouldn't work if it was yellow. If it was yellow, yellow.
We're saying the same thing. I promise. We're saying the same thing.
No. Yellow and green are analogous. So they're basically neighbors. Okay, so they have a they kind of play around with each other. It's like, hey, green, how you doing? I turned yellow. I yellow. I turned green. How you doing? You know, it's just back and forth. Whereas if I were to go blue and yellow, that's what we call split analogous, meaning you skip the color. It goes yellow, green, blue. Hold on a sec. You're skip away. I'm gonna hold your hand. If they're nice together, usually yellows and blues are very pretty. But I wanted to go more greenish because it also has a lot of red on their skin. The red right there, when you do the green, that right there is a complementary color. So when you use terms like complementary, you're saying usually a lighter blue.
No, you're right.
No, I'm just saying. Right. I just want to make that clear. You
okay.
Just use it loosely because we kind of when we talk about complements in the regular world, we don't mean like complementary colors. We just mean like they go well together. But in fact, when you say complementary, that's a position on the color wheel. So green and red are beautiful complementary colors. So they go well together. Blue and red split analogous. So they're not as stark. But the thing is, the weight is challenged by the yellow. So what happens is I'm gonna go green to pull us away from that. But since I'm gonna drop down a blue down onto the hair, I now can go bluer for the eyes. It's a little complicated, but you know what I mean. If I were to go green for the eyes, it may be too, what's the word? Color theory wise, I don't think it would look as pleasant.
That's exactly that was exactly what I was saying when you put the blue on the other side.
Yeah. I agree.
But you just made it very clear to me in this moment where I'm starting to understand that my color sense is nice. I like my color sense. Well, my not only my vocabulary, but I would say my fundamental understanding of it is like I have the color sense, but the fundamental understanding of why my color sense is tingling, why my spidey sense is tingling, is not there. So that is something I'm gonna need to go.
Oh, colors is look, especially for boys. They have a. Did you ever do the color test? The color thing?
Yes, and I did really well.
Oh, okay. I'm just you know, I have to toot my horn here. Because we all did it, you know, amongst the art friends and stuff. Like even my teacher, he was like 2 points off, which is pretty much an A+, you know, top of the line. And he posted it all for us to see. We're like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. Let me try this. Perfect score every time. Like, just give it to me. Perfect score.
It's a color arrangement test, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Not too long ago. I was 2 or 3 points off. I didn't have a perfect score.
Here's the thing. There's a 1 out of. I mean, it's like the ratio between guys getting perfect score is like 1 out of 100 something, whereas girls is 1 out of 12 where they have perfect scores. So
wait, I actually posted my score.
So having just a point off, that's just really good color perception. Just having really strong color perception. And I grew up thinking I had terrible color. Like I just dreaded color. Like, oh my god, I have to learn color. I hate color. But this doesn't have to do with the brain. At least I don't think. It has more to do how you perceive colors in the world, how you see them in relation to each other.
It was a color eye test. It was how you can. Yeah. Actually, I have it. I have my results because I posted it on Facebook.
Yeah. Maybe I should do it live. Oh shit.
I have my results now. Doing it. I will say, did I send it to you? Yes, dude. Me and you did it together. You remember when it was on my timeline and then you saw it? I sent it. I think I
remember seeing you. No, but you didn't send it to me. I did it like years before when I even met you.
Oh, but I'm pretty sure you saw it on my timeline. It was like
I did.
back in February.
Yeah.
Can we go back to February? Because I'm actually curious what I got. You gotta remember though,
Here's the ultimate test. You got to do it live, and I don't know. Let's maybe my eyes have shifted. I don't know. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm willing to do it live. I'll do it live.
it makes it rather that's like it's like test taking anxiety.
That'd be fun.
Times 100 because now you're live.
Here's the thing. I've done it 3 times in a row. You know what I mean? And they were in the span of a year. So that was when I was in my prime. You know what I mean? I'll do it again. I'll do it again. For some reason, girls have better color perception. I think.
No, they have better. Yeah, they have nice color sensitivity. Guys usually. I think it's mostly because guys don't give a shit. But I mean, I have a lot of pride in like, man, I've been a graphic designer since I was fucking 12. If I didn't do well on that, I was gonna fucking shoot myself.
Yeah.
It's really good. We had this conversation, I swear.
Yeah, we did. And I was showing off then too. I was like, you don't know, when I was taking that test, I got a perfect score. And my teacher, I'm talking about painting instructor from China, he had 2 points off. I'm just saying. And my other friends, 1 point off.
It had to have been in March because it's not in February. Here's my empathy quotient.
But here's the thing, I never posted it. So I was just like, you know what? It's all just me. I can just be making it up. I'm just making it all up, Costa.
My empathy, my EQ is 73 out of 80. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do that after this show. I'm gonna do it with you. See what happens. I think this is just like dabbling around. All that there is really to do, because I've laid down most of the colors, is to go over it and just render it out and just clean up all the little bits in there, here and there, and I think it'll be pretty much ready to go.
Mine is 10% dirty.
I can go in and darken even further these areas, like the darks of darks, like this cleavage area here.
Here's the thing. It's the thing about your Harlequin that's so hot is that you can tell that her corset is too small. Like her tits are totally coming out, but you're blocking it.
She's totally blocking it, dude. Why did that shadow? Where did that? Oh. I know this pisses off Cynic so much.
What?
My layers. Like, why do you use layers? Ew. See, I don't want to do this too much. If you do that, then it doesn't come out of her shirt. You see?
I have a quote from you on my timeline. Jet Contraria, there must be a James Franco trait.
There must be a what?
James Franco trait.
Oh, yeah. Your doppelganger.
I don't look like James Franco.
Hey, you guys share similarities.
Yeah, that's why you said that we had we should talk about this. That's why you said the James Franco trait.
Yep. I remember. See, right now I'm manually painting them all in. Just straight manual paint my shadows in. If I wanted to paint over the lines, I can't because it's on above. It's above it. Yep, I can do that though.
Oh, color test, online color challenge. Perfect score first try. I did it.
There you
I have
go.
you have perfect color vision.
Look at that.
I'm
1 out of
sure I
160.
had gotten some wrong, or maybe I was thinking about the empathy quotient.
No, this is not empathy. We're talking about color.
No, I have the proof right here.
I know, but you're saying maybe it's the empathy, because the empathy.
Yeah, no, I just remember taking the test and being like, I got really fucking close.
Yeah.
Online color IQ, color challenge results. You have perfect color vision.
Yup,
But that
I
doesn't
did
mean
it.
anything. That doesn't mean anything about color.
I
Color.
can retire.
Huh? Oh yeah.
I can retire off that. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm good. Good. March 2nd.
You guys still watching the show? You guys, it's the Jetty Jet Show. We are live. It's late, 5:23 a.m. What the hell? No way. It's time to.
Oh,
call.
here's Psychra. Psychra's here
No, where is Psycho? You mean where's
in the
here's
chat. Psychra, you want in?
Psycho, what the hell? You are in the chat. It's okay, come in, man. Come in, the chat. Psycho, we got 5 minutes left. We got 5 minutes left. I don't even think YouTube allows you to stream past like a certain period of time.
Yes, they
But
do.
here, it's so funny. I'm like, all right, I think it's about time we ended. Oh, here's Psycho. Yeah. Oh, here's Psycho. There's Psycho. Yasin. I'm gonna send you an invite, buddy.
I already sent him the invite.
Okay, that's what he said. He said, why don't you do the color test live? Dude, I'll do it live. Let's do it live. I'll do it live for you guys. You see what you guys think. Okay, so here is the drawing that I did of Harley Quinn. It's not perfect, but I'm working on it. Trying to get it to. It's not done. That's what I'm saying. It's not done. And I won't stop unless I just stop. That's the problem with drawing. Sometimes you don't ever stop. So yeah. I hope you guys like that. Let's go. Let's try to do this thing. Tang. Sorry, come on in here, man. Say hello to your fans, man. It's the Sacra Show right now. Okay.
Link is in the. Yeah, you were invited, Psychra, but Link is also in the Hangout chat.
Okay, I stopped sharing for a second so I can share the. You got the link for the color test?
There it is.
Hello.
Hell, Sacra. Hell.
Hey, what's happening?
You know, it's weird. Like, when I watch you guys on the thing and I'm just in the chat, I really just feel like a chat person. And then when I get like, oh, you're invited on, I feel really guilty. Like, oh, shit.
Let's rob the show.
I feel like someone invited me backstage. And I've had that happen before.
That
It
happened.
was like,
Jet did that for me.
He did that for you?
Yeah, I did feel like kind of bad. He was like, "Hey, you want to come in here?" And I was like, yes, I do, but but at the same time, when we were talking about you not too long ago.
I'm talking about you all night, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
What were you talking about?
Good.
I know I made a fool of myself, but you gotta understand, like, the diarrhea you get is so bad, I just couldn't get to the toilet in time. I just couldn't make it.
Well, you gotta have the toilet, like a portable one, close by. That'll help.
Shit.
It's called diapers. Man.
Oh shoot! What's the site called, Costa? Because I'm trying to get to this test online.
Oh my God! Seriously? Okay, 1 second. I'll get it for you.
What's the name of it?
Oh, it's right here. I'll give you the link.
I'll give it a like then. You want to do the test, Zachary?
No,
I'm not doing
I'm not that good. I think I got many off. 1 out of 12 women.
1 out of 12 men have some form of color vision deficiency. 1 out of 255 women.
I had it
Oh.
I got a
backwards then.
perfect
Yeah, that's
score.
1 out of 200.
My first time. I'm not gonna do it again. I don't even want to know.
Oh, it's X right. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's do it again, man. Screw it. Look, if I get it wrong, then you know what? I'm a bullshitter. Bullshitting this whole time. But I did it probably 5 years ago when I last did it, so I just want to see how my is today. That's what it is, and here it is for everybody to see to make a fool of myself, because there is some pressure to it. Brrr, give me the drum roll. All right, so you guys check it out in front of you guys. Oh man, this would be kind of cool just to do an episode on. So maybe do a separate one after this, just to do an episode. Just hey guys, do a color test today. This is the color test challenge. I call out Costa and Sakura to do the color test after this. Okay, so I'm about to do a color test challenge online live for you guys here tonight.
You are a brave man, Jeff. You are very brave.
So the site is called xright.com.
You know, if you get a bad score, they come and take your artist badge away.
This is bright. I mean, this is brave. My goodness. Okay, so this is what you do, guys. This is what you do. You basically have to go from green to pink or pink to green, and you basically do the most seamless transition all the way through and through from one end to the other. So here we go. I'm gonna just do it, cause I ain't no fool. You a fool? How's it look? I'm done. Okay, this one goes here. No, this one doesn't go there. You can see it, right?
You should fix it on your screen. I'm
doing it with you, Jet. I'm being brave.
I'll present to everyone. There. Can you see now? Sorry.
Yeah, yes, and I'm doing it with you.
Well, damn it. They have to see one person. They don't want to flip around like all day.
We'll just show our scores at the end. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Doing it with you.
Sakura, you should do it too, man.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
No, no pressure. No, dear. No.
Oh.
Hitting that finish button is the most traumatizing part.
Yeah, I remember doing it the first time and being like, how bad did I fuck up? You got a perfect score? Oh, yeah. Now I'm saying I have a perfect score. Fuck, what just happened? Now I'm saying I got a perfect score. Now I have to get a perfect score again.
So I'm going to go left here, right here, left here, left here, right here, left here, right 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 here, wait a second, left here, right here. So here's something happening with my brain right now. This one is kind of strange. That one's so sensitive. That one is so. But I think I'm on it. Oh, it's almost a race too.
We're not racing. I'm sitting here focusing and squinting. All right.
No, we're racing, dude. This is a race.
We're not fucking racing.
It's a race, Costa.
It's wild because you watch the colors like all change right in front of your eyes as their relations are.
Yeah, it's so freaking painful when you start getting close to each other. It's like, dude, your color looks so similar. All right, you guys getting bored yet? So the big picture, the trick to doing it for me is I get the big picture out of the way first, the biggest, most brightest. You say it super bright. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Then from there you go in and say, no, you're much more warmer. Let's move them on down. Oh, this one looks perfect already for me this side. To do much changes on this one. Okay. That one's totally jacked up. So, let me start over here. Nope, this is warmer. Nope, that's warmer. Nope, that's warmer. Nope, warmer. So I'm going down the line, back and forth, checking the relationship between these two next to each other. You don't want to look at it too hard. You might get tunnel vision and it'll throw you off. But we'll see. Maybe I'm just full of shit. This goes right.
Wow, this area is really weird.
I hate these portions right there. That little a couple steps back. That's where my brain just said, I don't know what really. I'm just kind of guessing in that one. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's... Whoa, this one's... Shit.
Oh shit, bro. It's gotta be that. Gotta be that. But why does that look off?
These two, they're conflicting with each other. I'm going with this one. Yep, this one's a little cooler. This is warmer. Okay. Happy with you guys. Next, I'm on the third row. Are you doing this, Ikra?
Oh yeah, I should screen share. But
you don't have to screen
I'm
share.
not good at this, so I'm not gonna get a fucking perfect, flippin' perfect score.
Dude, I don't think I'm gonna get a perfect score either. This is kind of killing me right now.
They keep jumping around.
They do. Nearing the end, it's like, ugh. They keep jumping around.
They're like frogs.
Okay. And I think it helps to go back after you've been working on another color because your eyes have a fresh kind of sense of that color. This color's... Dang, this color does keep jumping around. What the freak? Alright, I'm done with you guys. You guys are good there. Green. What are you guys saying right now? 4 5. I'm passing your color test. Sounds like a great vid. I'm doing this too. Do it too, Cody. Do it too. Do it too. Oh, the purples, you guys. It's so painful.
Yeah, I'm stuck on the right side of the purple. There's just one that just feels off. And no matter where I seem to put it, it's just not working.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, like, I keep thinking I'm done, and when I try and check, it's like, it seems right, but I can't shake the feeling I'm wrong. I don't know. Are we gonna score it all together at once or something?
Sure. That'll work. You're like, damn it, why'd they show up today?
I did not want to do this. They're gonna take my artist badge away. You know, you lose like $100 off every freelance you do if you don't score well on this.
Oh shit. You just make it worse and worse.
It's retroactive too. So if you made, like, let's say you got 100 and then later on you got 98, they will take the money back.
So your completed projects, they take it back.
They take a cut out of everything.
Oh,
It sounds very much like the government here.
You eat cake today, we take a slice.
Yeah. I've been done for so long.
You're done?
Well, I'm done because I keep checking it and it's like, it seems right. I know it's wrong, but it seems right.
Why don't you check it? Why don't you just click it?
Score test?
Dude, you
Okay.
remember I told you Larry Zamotan, that's my teacher. He had 2 off.
Okay.
Painter. He's a
I know
famous painter.
Zimotan.
And his
You
color.
have perfect color vision. Oh, that's good.
Hey, you got perfect color vision. Hold on. Let me. This is the time to celebrate, dude. One of us made it through the freaking hurdle. That's crazy.
My age.
All right, well, fuck it. I keep moving.
And you did it much faster than me. I'm being a lot more cautious.
I did it a few minutes ago, but I kept getting scared. Like, fun.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Wow.
Congratulations.
I got
I don't get
3. Fuck, I didn't get perfect this time.
No.
No.
And I got in the area that was I wasn't struggling with.
Hey, here's the thing though. You have it recorded when you did, so it's still. Wait, no. According to Psycher's law, they're gonna backtrack you. What is it?
Fuck.
Don't worry, I might get bad too. I might get it removed. I might get my badge removed.
It sucks though, because if you get 1 wrong, you've automatically got 2 wrong, right? Or 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not
yeah.
like you really got 3 wrong. You only got 1 wrong.
Yeah. Because if you miss like 5, then you'll score like a 10, which is bad.
Yeah.
So
it's not that bad, Costa. You just missed 1.
But I got a perfect score the first time, and I have the proof. It's screenshot right here.
Yeah, but what you're not telling them is how many days you were up doing it until you got that perfect score.
I actually spent about the same amount of time, if not more, like going back and forth on the same section. It was always the bottom rung.
Dang, Sakura, you did it so fast. That's impressive. I'm still clicking around here.
Well, I feel a little bit better. My score is 26. I scored 31.
I know that one's fine. Okay, I think
I got a 3.
I'm being kind of a check in here.
I knew the fucking pressure.
Woohoo.
The fucked up thing is, if you look at the spectrum, they're not perfect. Not a perfect spectrum.
You think so? It feels like that.
I think it is.
I thought that was just me being.
Yeah,
weird.
because if you look at the right side, you'll see that a couple of the colors have different colors mixed in, and they're not the marker points at the end. Because the marker points at the end.
You know what I want to do? I want to put this, like, I'm going to print screen and put it on a value thing and see if the values are all the same. Because it feels like there's value shifts and saturation shifts. Like
there is value shifts. There
I
is
think
value
the hue
shifts.
is
I don't
right,
think
but
there's any. I'm just saying just based off of theory. Like it shouldn't be, I'm saying. Like
okay.
No, it is a value shift. I just did a desaturate too.
Okay.
There's a value shift.
Grayscale 48, 48, 49. Yep, there's value shifts.
Oh, Psychra. This was my attempt at the John Singer Sergeant Batman. It's not done yet.
Ooh, that's very good. So you're actually doing it?
Yes. You thought I was kidding?
Okay, so I'm in the process of saying, you know what? I have to just do it.
You're gonna do it?
Oh, little bitch, I'm gonna do it. Oh shit! I got a 4.
But it's all in the purples.
Oh.
You got a 4, I got a 3. The two guys that were claiming the perfect scores got the 3 and 4. And Psycho that was like, I did terrible. And he didn't give a fuck, got the perfect score.
And I ruined my whole entire reputation.
I think it's just because you guys put so much pressure on yourselves.
You know, I
we
should
got
have freaking went over the
really
purples.
low
Everything else is
scores.
fine.
We got really low scores, so I don't.
Well, if that makes you feel any better, I don't mind. I don't mind. I got 4. But Costa, you had a 3 and you were feeling bad. So there, you shouldn't feel so bad.
I feel terrible because I didn't get the perfect score.
I'm gonna do the last one again just because, but I think I'm gonna end the show for you guys. They said just do it. Zoe Politics got a 2. So there you have it, guys. I am a rusty old fart who got a 4.
Wow, it looks like Cypher's the lead player. That wasn't Cypher's screen. That was my screen.
Yeah. Oh shit. People didn't see my screen, so it was on your screen this whole time. It's not official. Just kidding. Just kidding. I got a 4, guys.
This is my screen. Totally my screen.
No. Switch it back. Anyways, what's up? What's up, Psycho? What you got planned for today?
I got back from...
Bermuda.
Yeah. Everything's cool now. So,
Hey.
everything's cool. No details, but everything's cool.
Nice. Nice.
How about you? You doing okay? You guys are up super late, aren't you?
It's 8:44 in the morning.
44 for Jet. And
I was actually streaming with Steven, and then I was streaming with Steven, at around 2:30, 2:30, and I said, hey, let's just stream for like 30 minutes, like I always say, and then just kept drawing Harley Quinn. So.
It turned out really nice. I really like your hentai highlights.
Oh, thanks. That's the highlights as per Costa's request.
Oh.
But yeah.
It looks great.
That's bad. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, you know what? Go on forever.
We're still live.
We're still live.
We're still alive. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching. I know it's been a long time. I will try to do this again soon. Probably just hang out because it's a lot easier to just hang out with you guys and make it shorter because I know some people complain because it's too long. And maybe Costa and Sacro will show up again.
Maybe. You never know. See, that's the thing with Jet streams. You never know.
You never ever know. I don't think they can ever know. It just happens. Any last words, Costa?
Huh? I didn't get a perfect score.
I didn't get a perfect score either. It's a shame. But we'll do I'm gonna do a separate episode. So hopefully this gets shrouded and lost in the history. But hey,
somebody
you know
record
what?
it anyways. Somebody please record this.
Here's the best thing. It is recorded. I'm recording it. The best part about it is Psycho was totally just like the least unsure, the least sure of himself, and he got a perfect score. So I'm so happy for Psycho. And hey, 3 and 4 is not that bad. So, all right. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Take care, and as always, but how about you guys hit?